All right. And we are finally live.
I just want to blame King for that. That wasn't my fault.
Lord. Here we go. Here we
It
go.
is. I love that guy. I like to throw people
under the bus.
Yeah.
Look, I'm about to throw in the people under the bus and running them over a few times.
That's your man, Addict, and I respect that.
And
I respect that.
We are live. Welcome to the Iron Lords podcast, episode number 98. And it's another glorious Sunday. We're back at the round table on the Lord's Day. We've got Apex Legends and the future of Titanfall, Division 2 private beta versus Anthem demo, PS5 Backwards Compatibility, and Crackdown 3 multiplayer to discuss. So we are going to get right into it. So let's introduce the four horsemen of gaming, those original lords of the realm here at the round table. My co-host with the co-most, my brother from another mother, the difficult game conqueror, and the how of the young wolf. My man, Lord Addict, how you doing, sir?
Recovering from that, my Apex addictions. I need to go ahead and put myself in some kind of rehab facility for this because it's pretty bad. Me and Dizzy literally stayed up late. I had to play like it was like 4 a.m. I had to be like, Dizzy, I gotta go to bed. I got IOP in the morning. I'm dumb. I gotta go.
You know how I knew it was gonna get you, Addict? For the simple fact that it's like Overwatch.
Yep.
And I'm not gonna lie. The game is fire.
Mm-hmm.
The game is fire.
We're gonna get to it. Definitely, man. That's pretty much it. It's been over. I mean, Apex Legends addiction.
I literally haven't played. I mean, thank God this game came out when there was no games I had to review, because there would have been some games put on the back burner. It'd be like, no, that's you're gonna have to sit over there. I'll get to you when I get
Blazer. Blazer. That's what's up.
I'm already level like 25, 26.
Wow, you're putting it in.
Jesus.
And of course, we have our most technical gaming lord, the solo gamer who lives for the single player selfish experience, and also the Sostradamus, Mr. Offline Profile Illuminati and Lord Patron of the Iron Bank. My man, Lord Sovereign, how you doing, sir?
What's up, guys? Chilling,
man. That was real
the camera's off. That's what's up. That's what's up. You don't see the wave?
What wave? What are you talking about? I don't know.
I know you don't see anything right now.
You don't know what we're talking about.
Nah, you know what he does? Because he does the podcast with his eyes closed.
Oh, I do it. You know how I do it, right? I lay in my bed and I put the mic over my head, so I'm
yeah. I got the crazy visual.
I thought everyone did that. That's just me.
I got it. Chill.
I believe you though. I believe everything you just said.
I hang the laptop from the ceiling.
Actually, you don't know, but I actually have like a phone that's on speaker. Like I'm actually in my car right now.
I believe you too.
Oh my God. What you been playing? What you been playing, sir?
So I actually played all the things you think I wouldn't play, right? I played Division. I played
what?
Yeah, I tried out
Division. Get the hell out of here!
Portable, dude. Portable.
They don't got Division already. They got a game called Subtraction.
Subtractive features.
No, the Xbox and the PlayStation got the Division. The Switch has got the Diversion.
See, but I got my portable on. I upgraded my little laptop game, so I'm pushing a nice little 1060 on my laptop now.
It is, baby.
So when we get to PAX, I'll be playing Crackdown and Forza Horizon and all that hot stuff.
That's right.
Don't play none of that. Do you play any of that right now?
Yeah, no, actually he do because he don't be online. So you don't ever see him moving in the shadows.
I just got it this week, so I'm just trying everything out.
Wow,
Yeah.
so you played the Division and all that?
I did. I enjoyed it. I mean, I enjoyed the beginning parts of the Division 1 and like everything else I fell off. But man, when I saw it, that game is pretty, man. Like the environments seemed, I don't know how you put it, like lived in. They don't seem like Division 1 felt like it was really kind of, a lot of the environments felt canned. Like this is a lot more
Division 1 was
expansive.
like, ground zero, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
But I see what he's saying though, because Division 1 is always snowing at night.
Right, they expanded. They just expanded like the look of it. Everything looks so much more beautiful.
But Sabra, let me ask you a question though. Like when you see it, right? Didn't it look exactly like what they showed at E3?
It looks exactly the same. I mean,
Yeah,
when you
unlike
look at
that Anthem though, right?
You started with the Anthem slander early.
Bang
so
bang.
early in the intro, couldn't wait.
Oh, like everything they showed you could do is for real though.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. I didn't touch anything else. So once we get through intros, we're gonna get at this Patreon stuff.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
No, and of course, we have the Incredible Hulk of this, aka the Excess Gamer.
Ooh.
The Lord of Combat Sports, who is a man of his convictions, demands nothing less than that premium experience, and is the leader of the Fraud Alert movement.
Ooh.
Beloved Lord King, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing actually horrible, man. If you can't tell, I've been crying all week. I lost my best friend. I wasn't even gonna talk about it. I wasn't even gonna make it a thing because I'm not one of these sympathy mongers. I don't want a bunch of hey King, how you doing? None of that stuff. But been a horrible week. So with that said, though, it was like I was in a time warp because Apex dropped. And I'm like, I didn't even hear about this game being dropped, and it was like it felt surreal to me. So when I popped it on, I said, "Yo, yeah, this is that thing." So played that and I ordered the Division because Cog hit me up as we was talking, and I picked up the premium edition package at 120 to get that. So as soon as I got that, they sent that key in the mail real quick. Yo, tomorrow, you can get on that beta. And I've been on the beta in the shadows playing that game so heavy. And being that I was in the shadows, I was playing with a lot of randoms. I probably got like 20 new friends off of that, meeting up, grouping up, doing things. And even though I did play it at E3 and got a chance to play it at FanFest, I knew exactly what we were getting. But to actually have it in my house so I can dissect it and see exactly what was different from part one, I really think that's how you do a thing. We're going to talk about that later, but no joke that Apex, the gun feel, I was like, yeah, they nailed it. So that's what I've been playing. I've been playing, Division and Apex back and forth.
No doubt. That's what's up, man. Yeah, man, I hear you on that. Everybody's been rocking. And of course, we have the Lord of the Cooperative Experience and Gaming Ninja himself, the Shinobi, LordCognito, spreading that realness in the realm of the ILP, not telling you what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. So yeah, same as y'all, man. I'm blazing that Division 2 beta. I missed the Crackdown 3 tech beta, but I think I had a specific window, so I'm going to catch it actually after the podcast because they have another window right after. So I was doing that and then throwing it back on the Switch. Shout out to my man Ebon. I was playing Shadow Dance. Remember Shadow Dancer song?
Oh my god, yeah, man.
I was playing Shadow Dance. Yeah, man. I forgot about it. Yo, that game was bad different from the arcade.
Much.
One was like its own thing. But I actually like the Genesis one better.
They showed the upgrade. They did this comparison. I saw this guy on YouTube that does it. He does like old arcade conversions that never really was the same. And that it's like you said, it's its own complete entity.
Yeah.
The way they did it is because they couldn't do Shadow Dancer.
Yeah.
And they made it.
King, you know what it is? The arcade. If you look at the arcade one, he got the stink walk in the arcade.
Yeah, they had to fix that leg.
Yeah, his walk in the arcade, I always felt away from. Graphically, the game looked better, but he ain't looked ninja-ish to me.
Yeah, he was too upright.
Yeah, he was mad stiff walking around.
But that dog was vicious, though. That dog was clean and vicious.
Yeah. So shout out to Ebon. I had tweeted him. I was like, this ain't no cheetah, but it's like I got Ebontis with me. So you know what I'm saying? They rough up.
When I jumped inside the last word this week, and I saw the graphic. I don't know who did that graphic.
I did a graphic guy.
That was beautiful,
bro. You said
I didn't like it. I thought you was
you know why? It's not at all what you expect. It's not at all what you expect. But it's absolutely perfect.
Whoa. Hold on. Shout out. Whoa. Shout out to Lord Cat Daddy Fat Stacks.
Oh wow. Damn, brother.
$50 super chat. Losing a loved one is hard, but those great memories will let your friend live on. True indeed, brother. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. First of all, thank you for your kindness. King is going through it. You have no idea, y'all. I'm so happy that he even made the podcast because I know the type of week he's having. And for you guys to even give your condolences to his friend and our friend, it really means a lot. Thank you so much. That was dope. Thank you.
Kat, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. You know, you've always been a super supporter.
Yeah, Kat been stand up from day one, man. Thank you so much, brother. Really means a lot. You have no idea. Yeah, man. I mean, so yeah, just doing the shadow dancer comparison, having fun with that, and then I think that was it. I'm actually an addict. I touched Apex Legends. We'll get into that, but we will definitely discuss. We have a lot to discuss on that.
I don't like how you worded that. I
was giving him the
like he needed gloves to do it. Like he was disgusted by having to do that.
When he said that, I just visualized like, you know, that dude in the bathroom cleaning up the stalls with the latex gloves about to throw up.
First.
Yeah, like,
yo, guys,
yo,
notice
Lemon, what up?
This is gone, right? You notice the process is gone. That means King of the Statues is coming. If you also notice, if you look up at the top, you see all those amiibos and those Disney Infinity guys out, right? Because I unpacked those dudes. I had I got every last one of them. So inside that room in there, I'm gonna do a room tour and all that other stuff. And these cabinets right here, they're gonna be for sale because I just realized in my foolishness, I have to
you got Black Panther at the top.
Yeah, you see him? You see him?
Oh, that's the new joint.
Yeah. Black Panther's up there.
Oh, that's what's up.
He's up there.
To the king. Wakanda forever. We rocking.
That Lobo looks crazy though.
That Lobo looks lit.
Yo, bro.
Oh, King of Statues, man. We got to get that, bro.
Yeah, it's trust me. It's a 4K 60 frames per second experience, but it's dual camera. So I'm learning on the fly, guys, and I was gonna do a combat talk yesterday. Oh, let me get to that real quick. I was doing a combat talk yesterday. Gervonta Tank Davis was supposed to fight Abner Mares. Abner Mares was diagnosed with a detached retina. That fight did not happen, so I didn't do a combat talk because he was fighting Hugo Lewis, and he knocked Hugo out in the first round. Hugo came up 2 weight classes. Just Gervonta Tank Davis knocked him out in spectacular fashion. It was an okay fight. It wasn't something that anybody really had to check out, but I'm really anticipating this UFC card. I want to try to get to watch that with Cognito and team. That's probably be my next combat talk.
So should we talk about it?
Talk a little bit about it. I actually fell asleep before the damn main event.
Wow. But you saw the main event though.
I watched a little bit of it this morning.
Oh wow! Let me just break it down, man. I mean, listen.
All right,
shout out
turn
to
on Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, it's gonna be quick. Relax yourself.
Anderson Silva, yeah, man.
Yeah, listen. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying. We all know this man is in the twilight of his career. You know, everyone was predicting a mauling. Like Israel Adesanya, he's that guy. Like he's the wave. You know what I'm saying? There's no doubt about it. They came out, you know what I'm saying, first round kind of feeling each other. But I gotta give Israel his thing. He was styling. Like he was calm. He was ready for the moment. And like in the beginning, I'm like, all right, he caught Anderson one time, and the chin, when you older, the chin a little
chin is suspect.
So I was like, and I was like, they don't look good. But then the second round saw,
he showed. I was having
the clock back. He was waving on him. He was charging him with the hands. Like, if you're an Anderson Silva fan, round 2 wanted to give you a tear to your eye. She was like, that's the dude I remember. Like he had the young boy stumbling on his back. Like, it was lit. So everybody's like, yo, it's 1 round to 1 round. Because it's a 3-round fight because it got bumped up to the main event, but they still had the contract was under 3 rounds. So when it got to the third joint, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna front, like Israel was just more active. Right. You know what I'm saying? Now there was one moment though in round 2 I gotta talk about where he caught Israel, had him up against the fence. Vintage Anderson. This dude was about to be out, in my opinion. He was about to be out of there with the flying knee. Because you know when Silva got you, the flying knee coming.
Yep.
This kid is such a fan and studies Anderson so well.
He saw it.
He knew it, he saw it, and he moved. And after he moved, he was like, I know your family. I studied your DVDs, fam. He even said it. So shout out to them, because to me it was the bull. It was
they stepped up.
They both stepped up for the main event, because we know Robert Whittaker got hurt. And it was the best possible outcome because I ain't want to get my legend. I ain't need to see a Roy Jones with his feet crossed.
No,
and you know how, you know, my legends always have a tendency to go out first.
Yeah,
you know,
they're so good in their primes that they don't know how to lose well. So they lose like horribly.
So like he always picked these guys with superior egos that can't let go and they got to be taught to get out.
Yeah, they got to get to exactly. And it's like, and then I love that it was if he's gonna lose, if he's gonna pass the torch, to pass it to this kid because this kid got so much respect for the game, so much respect for him. You could see
he brought tears to his eyes.
He brought tears to his eyes. They hugged it. Like it was. That's why I love MMA. It was vintage respect. So if anybody's gonna pass it to is this kid, we're gonna see what's going on. But yeah, it was lit, man. It was lit.
Real quick. What is this thing that Connor was talking about that Kelvin Gastelum looks sick as well? Like
because Kevin Gastelum running around with a fake belt on his chest.
But he said also that Kelvin looked like he was sick as well. Like there was something on his face or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Listen, at the end of the day, it was last minute what happened to Robert Whittaker.
It was serious,
it was serious. He had surgery the whole bit. So you know, it sucked because we did want to see that he's the champion. We want to see him go. Kelvin is coming. You know what I'm saying? So it was just a great middleweight tournament that just got interrupted at the end. You know what I mean? So, you know, it is what it is. We're gonna see what's gonna happen if Calvin's gonna wait. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, Israel's gonna get the shot at whoever. Yeah. So we all know the big money fight is Israel versus Whittaker. But you know what happens to Kelvin? Does he wait? So I don't know. He running around with Henry Cejudo's belt, talking about he the champ. I don't know what was that.
That was stupid. I'm almost thinking that was set up so he could have an interim fight with Connor.
Like WWE over there.
Much like he ready to fight this one and ready to fight that one. So everybody's like, yeah, shut up. You just love people don't like Connor right now.
But it's really out of character for Kelvin to do something like that. So I'm like, I don't know. That's just it's some WWE stuff.
Money, they stepping up in money.
But yeah, that was pretty much it for the combat talk portion. You can stop playing Kingdom Hearts now.
He wasn't playing Kingdom Hearts.
Yes, he is. Don't let him fool you. He's muted.
I really am.
I know he was. I know at it.
You didn't finish it? You didn't hear all the slander they got for that game?
I had to watch that video.
Shout out to Gaming Donkey with the
yo.
They are out there on that game. Head boy. I couldn't believe it. It's like it's the Tory Lanez of this. It's like dudes is coming out the woodwork for that game. It looks so beautiful.
I just love that finally someone went at that narrative the way they needed to.
Yeah.
That's it.
Convoluted crap all over the place. Yeah.
We gotta pay the bills, man.
Let's get that.
The Lords of the Iron Bank time. What we got, man?
I know Cat Daddy Big Stacks is up in there. I know Cat Daddy.
Cat Daddy's at the top of the heap, baby.
Yo, shout out to Kyle Zachi, who said, I'll listen to the podcast later. Have a good podcast, Lord. He said, I'm always here for that combat talk. That's what's up. See,
thank you.
Continue, Lord's up.
So once again, we pushed Patreon back to this week because of having Derek Lewis on last week. So definitely now it's time to give a big ups to all our supporters. Again, thank you everybody for always being there. So let's get through these names. So to start off, I'm gonna go with Mr. Javier Medina. Thank you so much for the support, brother.
You don't like his government out there. Shout out to Mez.
Yeah. You have to give him people names.
Some people don't want their government.
Right. Hey, man, then you need to put that in the Patreon, man.
But from now on, we know.
Okay, let me make sure. Yeah, it's the meds. The real meds.
The real. Right.
Mm-hmm. Second but not least, Lord Whiskey himself, Corey Leidick.
Hopefully we can get my chef out there, yo. Let's everybody get this GoFundMe to Corey Leidick. Get him out there, my chef.
Yeah, man, Whiskey, you gotta do that, man.
He is the chef.
Sorry, baby.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then of course the PlayStation bra. Thank you for your support, my friend.
Salute to the bra. We will see you soon.
And that's followed by Lord Kareem H. Kyle Masters. Thank you so much for the support.
Salute Kareem H, baby. That's what's up.
Brat, what's good, Brat?
Woo. And the man with the best image on the internet, hands down, slow-mo backslash.
Oh, that's the guy,
bro.
Right? That's my
he don't ever need to change.
Ever.
Yeah, his avatar needs to always stay the same.
Slap. I love that.
Next, we have Lord Chris Williams, aka Lord Fastback 67.
Fastback in the whip.
Followed by Lord Ahmed Hernandez. Thank you for the support. Much appreciated.
Salute Ahmed, brother. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Now we have 2 new patrons to the realm. So thank you so much. First off, we have Lord John Love. Sound like an R&B singer.
Yeah, John Love sounds like he's dropping the album. We got the hottest
Brother
album.
Love. You gotta call him Brother Love.
I love you.
That's a good invitation song. That's actually really good.
Lord Vagabondo, aka Lord Vagabondo. Thank you.
Oh, Vagabondo, that's my guy. That's what's up, man.
Followed by Lord Sincere Quintana. Another hot name. Like that. Sincere.
Lord Sincere.
That's from Belly?
Yeah.
Lord Sincere, yo. Ooh.
Thank you so much for the support. Appreciate it. Followed by the Lord of Back Compat and Project X Cloud, Lord Bill Stillwell.
Put your hands together.
From day one. Thank you.
Lord Bill Stillwell out here teaching the competition to get it together.
Exactly. The great wall himself. Chi-Town's finest, baby. That's my guy right there.
He's followed by Lord Ricky Moore Jr., aka Lord Twos Gaming. Thank you so much for the support.
Salute Twos. He be rocking with us heavy. Salute Twos.
Then, of course, the first patron ever, Lord Michael Lugo, Monkey Punch. Thank you so much.
My man,
always first in the chat. Every time.
On the real Punch, could we please get this PUBG together right now? We was playing in the days where we was living in caddy shacks and bull craps. Let's get it together. And we got, nice houses and nice whips and stuff. Now we moving at 60 frames. Let's get in there.
Apex might have that in the bushes.
Yo, you need to stop that right now. we ain't gonna allow that PUBG slang. We gonna do that right now.
Give that last shout out.
Yeah, I know the death knell, but we'll see.
We'll see how it happens.
Nah, they just got an award, man. Come on with that.
What else we got, Tom?
All right, now we got Lord Sammy Prescott. Thank you so much for this.
Salute, Sam. Yeah. Salute.
Prestigious name.
And we got the next 3 names are just this ILP family, of course. We got Lord J. Fonz, the star.
Captain Neutral, firing new JPEG he got right now. Check out his profile picture.
Killing it. And of course, if you want anything and everything to do with Division 2, check out the king of the stream team, Lord Snaldo.
Yes, sir.
Snaldo was in there all weekend long.
And he's going to be streaming after ILP. So if anybody haven't seen Division 2 yet, please get in there. He's going hard on Division.
He's going hard.
He's going to be streaming on the ILP Twitch channel. So salute to Lord PD.
And he's followed by family from Cradle to the Grave, Lord Cole M. Bird, aka Lord Loaded Pixels.
Colbera, family, baby. Day one, baby. Since third grade. You already know.
Yeah, right. He always there.
Yeah,
and then of course our brother from across the pond, Lord Death Singer himself.
Woo! Death, always rolling.
Right now, me and Death is at odds. He's on that Anthem wave. He's out there pushing that hot trash. He out there pushing that hot trash.
He put the tweet out with the Colossus.
You saw that? You had to let him know, man. Stop pushing that garbage in the street. Man. Get that out of here. Get my man on PUBG. We need to go to PUBG. Death. That's right. Death. Even Death know that PUBG need to get out there.
Word.
And of course, last but not least, Lord Cat Daddy Fat Stacks.
My man.
Always repping. The Lord has every colorway ever imagined.
That picture he put up was epic with the car.
Yeah, yes, sir. And we got to give Cat Daddy. He is the leader of Getting Addict to get that Dream Daddy movement, and that's coming soon. We ain't forget.
We ain't forget that. That's a big production.
Addict PC on deck. It's going down.
Cat Daddy, that Division 2 for sure, man. Day one when it pop. Let's do it.
No doubt.
All right, so let's get into these giveaways really quickly.
Let's give it away, man.
All right, so let's start off with this $10 gift card giveaway.
Give it away.
Amen.
We need that. We need to have a little DJ. We need a DJ up there.
Will we holler at graphic?
Yeah, we need transition music for all of these things.
Word. We got to holler at graphic.
New iLords DJ.
That thing already said it's rigged. Let's go.
Jay Fonzarelli.
So the winner of the $10 gift card giveaway is Lord Bill Stillwell. First time ever. Like, obviously someone like an industry person like Bill Stillwell, like oftentimes you would expect him like whatever to pay it forward or whatever the case may be, but it's never come up. He's never won.
Never won.
So we have Bill Stillwell.
So congratulations, sir. Especially today. He definitely needs to get it today because these dudes out here need to learn who's the originator of that BC. You know what I'm saying? So let everybody understand who's out here really with that movement.
The legend, the Great Wall. We will be reaching out shortly, sir. Mm-hmm.
All right. Now on to the $20 gift card giveaway.
Mm-hmm.
And the winner of the $20 gift card
is
Lord Death Singer.
Oh, that was not rigged.
Yo. So listen, Jeff, what you do is take that $20 and go buy a real game, get that division popping.
Get that pre-order.
Let's get that pre-order up, man. You get off that Anthem wave. Throw that in the bushes, bro.
Oh, yeah. Like, whoop,
he's gonna take that and buy that $20 skin that's on it.
Whooping. Look at him. You don't see the Rick comments no more when dudes be winning.
$20 skin for the helmet.
ILP.
So you just make sure you give me my cut, Death. You know how it goes.
Yeah. So
all right. Last but not least, the Teespring giveaway.
Who want that swag? Who want that
swag?
Who want that drip? Who want that drip?
See that drip? Look at the drip.
Who want that drip?
So the winner of the Teespring giveaway for February 2019 is Lord Snaldo.
He gonna re-roll.
Yeah.
All right, no. So we'll speak.
He's gonna re-roll.
No,
He don't need shaming him. King is shaming him for changing his shirt. So I don't know.
Nah, I don't want him to re-roll nothing. Get that shirt. Get that shirt.
How you gonna do it like
shirt, bro? I'm tired of it, man. Come on, man. That's my
you trying to say you tired of the red shirt on stream?
Bruh. Like, bruh, like every time with the red shirt, come on, man, like we only send you one color. Stop that, man. I had thinking, every time y'all see me, I got on a different color. My man got this, like y'all be like, why you treating your man like the redheaded stepchild? I'm like, that's not how it goes, man. No.
Hey, man, maybe his favorite color is just red.
That's nice. You gotta have to change it up. I got red, my favorite color. I can't wear it every time.
Shout out to Lord P. Let us know what you want to do, Lord P.
You want to get that shirt. It ain't what you want to do, is what you're going to do.
It's what you're going to do.
We should
want to hear, but what you need to hear.
Hey, what you do is you go in and accept that, Snaldo, and you get some socks.
Just put that. You put on those socks.
You could always get those leggings.
The leggings.
I'm dead. Who said that? We were saying that he was going to get the letters last time, right?
So we got something.
That's it for Patreon this month. Once again, thank you guys for the support. We appreciate it like you have no idea, man. It's always great to have, especially getting new people in. That's our goal, man, just to keep giving you content that you want to see. So thank you.
Absolutely. Salute. Yeah.
Yo, we got ILP champagne though.
ILP branded champagne.
Yeah, we got Oh, you don't know?
Oh, wait, no, put us on.
I've seen it.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Oh,
We got champagne. Let's see, but it costs $500 a bottle. Now, I'm gonna let you know, like it's really premium. Like that's that 4th of July super occasion. You turning 50 years old or some type of birthday.
And what he's failing to tell you, it's like 600 alcohol percentage. So don't die.
You will drink it and you will turn into Lord Fireball.
Oh yeah, we all know.
We don't need you to have a Lord Fireball situation, but it's very mellow.
He want pop bottles, where he get it.
Yeah, man, you know how I do. You buy 2 of those right there. That's a G stack. You in there.
That's all we got. Let's get into this poll. Last week's poll results are in, and the people have spoken in regards to the recent controversy regarding Metro Exodus, moved from Steam and now to the Epic storefront. Do you consider this latest exclusive deal by Epic just another competitive move? The winner with 39% of the 3-way vote was the yes. Devs make more money and consumer gets game for cheaper group. coming in at a razor close second place at 36% was the PC gamers are finally getting a taste of that console war smoke group. And coming in at last place at 25% of the vote was no, they are just buying, meaning Epic, third-party timed exclusives, anti-consumer group. Thanks to all the lords who voted on last week's ILP poll segment. Lord Addict, what do you think about this?
I can't. We're on ILP. I can't give my opinions on this because I am not able to talk about this subject on this podcast.
Without cursing, without
how you really feel.
So I'm gonna plead the fifth.
Well, I tell you how I feel about it.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. I think it's genius. I think you strike while the iron is hot. I think you go in while you got the hot game. Right now, Apex is showing you they're about to yank that rug from under your feet, so you better eat while you can, brother. Get everybody you can get onto your team right now because y'all running out of steam. No pun intended. Let's do it.
Good. I like that one.
I like that. I'll see how you flip that. How you feel about that, Saul? What you feeling?
Stop whining, stop crying, and go download the damn Epic launch.
But stop, the quality is not up to snuff.
Once the game, I don't care if it takes 2 days to download the game. Once it's downloaded, it's downloaded. Play the game. That's it. I gotta be honest. Like yesterday, I was downloading cross-buy games from the Xbox store. Xbox store is just it doesn't download nearly as fast as it does on Steam. But once it was downloaded, that's that.
Myself from Iron Lord's podcast, I approved that message.
Oh, yo, we got 54 watching.
Yes,
we got 27 likes. Let's get those likes up. Let's go do that. Y'all like that wordplay? Let's go do it.
He out here spitting with Ace of Spades bottles and spitting verses. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into these topics, Lord. We got a lot to discuss, big show. So we're going to start off with Apex Legends. So we're going to break this up in two parts. We want to talk about first the announcement, our thoughts of the game itself. And then the second part, which we'll save, will be the actual future of the Titanfall franchise. So let's start off with just Apex Legends, the announcements. Let's bring it in. Lord Addict, what did you feel when you saw this game? Have you played it? Well, actually, we know you played it. You know what I'm saying? But what are you feeling about Apex Legends right now?
Well, you can ask Lord Dizzy. The night before, we're sitting there. I don't even remember what I was playing. I think I was playing Kingdom Hearts. But so I'm sitting here grinding because I'm trying to get, ready for content drops on Kingdom Hearts. And I'm talking to Lord Dizzy. And he's like, yo, I don't think there's going to be Titans in it. You can ask Lord Dizzy. I said immediately, I'm not even staying up for this shit now. I was like, you know what? I'll go ahead. So I will. So yeah, I set up the alarm, went to bed. I went into that with first off, they did some sly stuff. They're like, we have a trailer that's going to be a teaser, and then we're going to have the actual reveal at 12. So I showed up for the actual teaser, and it was literally just screenshots of the map over and over again. And I'm like, that is some I could have been asleep right now.
People were pissed off with that.
So, when it comes up, me, LordCognito, and Lord Dizzy all were in a party watching it. First off, LordCognito was very disgusted the entire time. So I'm watching this, and the longer the reveal trailer went on, the more I was like, I'm about this life. I'm about this life. I'm about this life. And then, sadly, I had to go to work. But the moment I got home, then I ended up putting 22 hours in the game.
That's what's up, man. So just your feel of it now that you've been blazing, what I'm saying?
It's the best battle royale that's on the map.
Woo! Talk that talk. Let me hear
by far.
Tell me why.
Because it doesn't have that building stuff. That's one of the things I don't really like about Fortnite. I understand it's what makes it so unique, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to have to play Bob the Builder at the end of every Fortnite trying to kill people. I just want to shoot people. But this game has a good middle ground. You can actually revive people in Epic. So I've seen, I've won a couple games by just grabbing banners, running through the map, and then reviving my teammates at the very end. And then it's crazy because in other battle royales, besides there's one more, there's another one that lets you revive people. But in other battle royales, usually if you die within the first 3 or 4 minutes, the rest of your team's going to wipe just to restart.
So Cognito, what made the game win for me, that aspect right there.
Jump in.
that see, like when you said that, okay, my son saw it and he saw it on the dashboard and he said, because I'm going through it, and he's like, Daddy, download that. I seen that. So I said, okay. I clicked it and I downloaded it. And when I downloaded it, and they went through the whole tutorial, and then it says when your guy dies, you can pick up his banner and you can go to a recharging station and bring him back to life. Mm-hmm. That instantly changes the engagement. Yeah, because a lot of times people walk away from the controller like, yo, Def, go handle it, man. You got it. And you
especially with the nature of Battle Royale, right? Because the first you drop down, the first couple of interactions, you know
how it feels. Like you just started the game and you're dead. So, but this allows you to come back. And so it keeps your engagement there, it keeps you with your teammates. And once he gets you up, he brings you back. You know, he MVP right now.
Yeah. So I've literally seen.
Yeah, because I know you did it because I didn't do it. But go ahead.
I've literally seen the end of a game happen, and the only reason they won is because of a well put in revive. Like at the when it comes to like PUBG and stuff, when you get into situations where like one or two people die, like it's just pretty much like I'm gonna stand my ground until I die or they die.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, your peoples ain't there. You kind of wanting to die at that point. Like
you're hiding in place.
On this, it's like, okay, two of my people are down. Can I get their banners and bolt? Like, can I get away? And there's been a couple times where I've literally was like, okay, I can't take on three people. So I do some ninja stuff, grab my teammates' banners, and just run away. Like, get them back, fight another day, and I'll meet those same people. I've literally lost battles to people at the beginning, got my people back up, and then beat them to win the game at the end.
Wow. Yeah, see, that adds a whole new different dynamic, right?
And then the thing is, it's never easy. Like when you're reviving somebody, you're exposed completely. So and the thing, risk reward thing, like you don't know whether you should do it or not. You know, take the L and just start. Go for the next round.
You know what I like? I like the mobility of the game. Nobody's been talking about the mobility of the game.
How you can slide down an entire mountain.
That's slide down the mountain. That's slide.
It's not wall running, Cog. I know it's not wall running, but
there's no wall running in the Titanfall universe.
Yeah. I feel what you're saying, right? But at the same thing. First, and you know what that goes into? That goes into the second half of this.
Yeah, I know. The same,
right? So, but this makes it completely unique. That sliding aspect of it, and then you pick up speed. You can get the hell out of there. I was getting shot out, and I got the hell out of there by sliding down a hill. And I know the dude came down like, where the hell he go?
There's been a couple of times where I've slid down a hill, and they thought I just left, left. And all I did was slide downhill a little bit and hid behind a rock until they forgot I was there. Came up with shotgun and killed them.
And the mantling feels really good. And you can actually you can mantle on some things that you probably didn't think you could. So
I was struggling with the mantling. Yeah, break it down, Saul, because I actually
honestly, there were a couple of ledges. I was like, there's no way I'm getting to that. And I would do it. And I would get to it. So it seems like they sort of increased the range for that to allow for the mobility to be like a little more expanded. And in some instances, I kind of felt, I don't want to say, kind of like Mirror's Edge a little bit. Like, mobility. So I guess they tried to do that sort of stuff to try to make up for the fact they don't have the wall running and that, and adding that dimension to it. But I think the movement is great. I think, and it's limiting enough where like the tenets of Battle Royale still sort of fit. Where I think if you add the wall running in there,
it don't feel Call of Duty-ish.
Yeah, and it still got that respawn touch.
And the best thing I love about it, like I think, is normally in Battle Royale games, chances are.
Time out. Snaldo, the hell to the no, Snaldo, you are getting a shirt. Get behind and go get you want the leggings. You gonna get
the man. You get a shirt.
You change it up to that same Red Dead Redemption color that you rocking.
Get the green one so you can stand in front of the green screen and just disappear completely. And it just be your head.
And you know what? Only thing that show up is the logo. The logo. Get it. That's hot because your arms will be sticking out and the logo will be right
there. The thing I love the most about this game is in other battle royales, like when you get to like the last like 20 people, you'll have a squad that has 3 people, a squad that has 2. You rarely get to a point where everyone's still there. And this game, it's like you always know there's going to be 3. Like almost every encounter, you kill 2. You're like, okay, where's the third? Where's the third? Look around. Where's the third? Like
you actually prefer that because you said
I don't want to tweet.
You don't want solos.
I don't want solos or duos. I just don't because in PUBG where solos and duos can be in quads and stuff. You always had that part where you don't know how many people's there.
Yeah, that unknown variable is aggravating.
But in here, when you come across
somebody and
across a group, you know it's 3.
Yeah,
because where they added that aspect, chances are if you didn't pick up someone's, there's very few scenarios where you don't get their banner. So there's always going to be sets of 3. I've had a couple of times where I couldn't get the banner because the fight lasted long enough because the banner only stays there for a certain amount of time. But 9 times out of 10, if you didn't get the banner, you died with them.
You know what I like? I like the jump boss thing. Like I'm the boss, we jumping, and then a dude can do the death singer and be like, "I'm breaking off." Like, I'm breaking off. I don't trust
that's
you.
The sinister. That's the sinister right there.
I'm going to the bushes. Like, so I love that aspect of it. Like, you control the jump squad.
Shout out to Daddy Fat Stacks. I don't think that they're going to imply a pay to win aspect in this because it's Respawn. Respawn's very anti all that shit.
Really?
Like,
what they says the banner stays there for 90 seconds.
Yeah, 90 seconds. That's enough time to get stuff. Like, if it's like I said, 9 times out of 10, if you don't get that banner, the whole team died.
Right?
Yeah. All right.
So you get to the last, 3 or 4 squads, like there's a good chance.
But what about that art direction though? Like, it's so many aspects that I just hear you talking. See, first it's like it's a marriage. Yeah. The marriage has been. And this is what the mobility.
I love the decoy, dude. Mirage.
Decoy.
That art direction and that gunplay. But the art direction is not getting enough praise because in this day and age where you have such personalities and characters, they got it right. They did their research. They looked at Overwatch. They looked at Paddlings, and then they said, you know what? We need to have some type of charisma to the characters.
Yeah, so they did a phenomenal job there.
Yes. And they got their superpower. It's really good.
And the thing is, what they didn't do that Overwatch does is that Overwatch specific characters have specific counters for other characters. That's not the case here. Here, each one has their own sort of power, and you can use it to your advantage depending on your situation. But it never feels like you have only one way out of a situation.
I like the tracker. My joint is that tracker.
Yeah, I like the tracker, dude. With the bird.
Yeah.
The funny thing about this game is running is always an option.
The portal gets you up out of there, though. She'd be like, come on, squad, I'm dropping the portal. You'll jump through the portal, get the hell up out of here.
I love the chick with the smoke because like what's funny is like you just shoot smoke around you and then it's like those old movies where they throw that little smoke bomb and they disappear when the smoke's gone. Like the whole team gone when that smoke's gone. Like
like, what the hell are they go?
So many times like things will go south with me and Dizzy. We'll be playing. I'm like, okay, this is too much. I shoot the smoke down. I was like, run.
So some of your overall things on it, man. You with it?
Honestly, again, like I always fall off of this type of game, but I was really impressed when it's a very complete product, which you don't necessarily expect from battle royals today. I mean, like PUBG still getting fixed. Like, it sort of takes the Fortnite model and eliminates what I personally don't like about Fortnite, which is the building.
This is for the hardcore. This is Fortnite for hardcore.
It walks that line, that cartoony line where it's stylized in terms of art style, but it's not straight up cartoony like Fortnite.
Yeah.
And I just think it takes the best aspects of battle royal and sort of expands on it in its own way. It's really like, honestly, like it's the most complete battle royal out there, I think. And the onboarding is fairly easy because it's more in the Fortnite style. Like it's hard for somebody to jump into something like PUBG or Daisy now that was built off of those armor mods. Like
they made money off this already. Like, I know someone that dropped shout out to Clown. He dropped $30 in this. Dizzy last night, I was talking to him. He's like, yeah, he popped up Mirage, and that's the first time I've ever seen him use him. I'm like, man, what'd you get him? He's like, I dropped 10. I know.
You dropped the bag. You dropped the bag. The microtransaction bag.
I would say the only thing I don't like about the game, I'm a little bit what Cognito said during the stream. is I think 8 people was too less to launch this with, because like I do feel like none of their ultimates are really like, besides maybe the shield dudes artillery, none of them are really like useful. Like you got the I'm completely on the other opposite end when it comes to Wraith. I don't think her super is useful at all, like at all.
I think they felt that they wanted to peter this out. Like they wanted to do, how Fortnite does releases every week to keep the engagement up. So when they reveal a new character, you're begging for it. You're looking for it. You're anticipating it. And I believe that's what they're trying to do here.
What I'm interested to see is if they do what Fortnite does with story. Like I know I talked about this a long time ago, the story, and there's recently I worked on an editing an article where that specific thing is mentioned as well, where it's like, well, when you create narrative in a game that doesn't necessarily, you don't expect to have it in, the engagement for people who are playing that game all the time is crazy, because all of a sudden you're giving them a reason for the things that are happening in the game. Some sort of, however, whatever surface level it is, it's still something that creates narrative in this world.
And I think this game's more of an arena shooter than a battle royale. Like
it feels like it because of the speed.
And you'll be sitting there. What I love, like, is just the immersion that this game gives. Like, you'll be sitting there. It's like you're playing as yourself, but you're really playing as Wraith.
Right.
You'll be walking down, and the announcers say, "I've literally one time I was the robot. I keep forgetting their names, but I was the robot." And they were like, the champion. We have a new champion. And then the robot was like, "Let's look for the champion," or something like that. Someone else said that, and then it said like 10 seconds later. They said the champion has been eliminated, and the robot said, "Well, that was fast."
Yeah. I
love how they comment on what's going on. Like, if you're not in the circle when a new circle is formed, they will say that. They're like, "We're not too far. We're not in the circle. We're far away from the circle." So they're always reminding the player what's going on. So
I like
Good. Sometimes you get so into looting, you forget that you got to be in the circle.
Yeah, it's funny. That's the aspect that kind of you forget about. Like in PUBG, I was always cognizant of the circle. Even when I hear it, I'm like, oh shit.
You terrified of that blue, and that blue really gets you.
To be honest with you, man, like I don't think it's a Fortnite killer. I think that Fortnite is more of a casualized game. All the little kids and stuff, they're going to still play Fortnite. But all the streamers and all the people that actually can count to 10, like
that was a low blow. That was a low blow. We know that Fortnite players can count to more than 10.
20. I'm sorry.
I don't know if they ever try to do something with this game where they put it on portable, they put it on phones and stuff.
I think it's gonna make it to that thing because
the market penetration.
I think this is the closest game that's ever been to dethroning Fortnite.
Let me get into this, y'all.
What y'all are missing, and nobody said it yet, is the fact that you can play this game without a headset.
Yeah. Right? Oh, the pinging. Oh, that's the greatest. That's the greatest.
Especially your headset is busted or something.
And what the funny thing is, it will actually, like, if they ping an equipment or something, it will tell you what equipment they're pinging. They just won't tell you there's something interesting here. They'll be like, I got a site. It was over here.
So revolutionary. Like, everyone's gonna have to bite that system now. Like they've set a trend with that. Let me get into this. Come
on, let's go.
Y'all not gonna like me. All right, let me start off. Look, full disclosure, like, yo, I'm done with Battle Royale, y'all. Like,
it just started, baby.
Listen, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's you know what it is, King? It's like it's the new mumble rap of gaming to you. like every publisher biting trends now. Like that's popping. Like this, what I realize is this is a copycat industry. Like
that's where we come from. That's the DNA of it.
That's the gaming industry been for years, though.
It's better.
Battle Royale. It's like, here's the thing. I get it. It's the new corporate loot box monetization. It's leading the sales chart. You know what I'm saying? You know, the only Battle Royale I love, we all know, was PUBG was based on realism, you know, but the engine updating was the worst. You know what I'm saying? Now, I wouldn't say PUBG failed because it still was a success, but it's been lapped by everything. Like everything's lapped it. Fortnite, Blackout.
I'm gonna give credit This is
Where
the doom
Put
of
one
it.
out for PUBG for me, you guys.
listen.
Here's what I want you guys to do. Put RIP PUBG in the chat.
Yo, let's not listen to Addict. I mean, you one of those dudes that want Anthem to win because you want Destiny to die. Shut up.
Hey, you haven't seen my last video.
It to be a game mode, not action. Listen, that's where I'm at. Listen, at the end of the day, look, I'm gonna give credit what credit is due. Like, this game is next level in that genre. The voice chat is lit. Squad gameplay, you know what I'm saying? Again, I'm in my feelings. The only reason because when I heard this announcement, you know, me, Dizzy, Attic in the chat. So I'm like, oh, this could be Titanfall. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we didn't even see the actual announcement. Like, and they said before, they said there's no Titans or wall running. He was already.
I was like, this is in the bushes. I was like, once they said no wall running, I said, all right, no Titans, the engine will blow up. So I gave him a pad. I was like, no one can handle that. It would be 60 Titans running around. I was like, we're not at that. We ain't that generation of console yet. Right. No wall running, fam. I'm like, that is a Titanfall staple.
But it's not a Titanfall game.
Like, it's in their universe. So,
but it's not a pilot. So how do you
say? Let me finish. All I'm saying is, I understand the logic. They're saying that these dudes are not pilots, right? But again, in my opinion, they set a trend. When you play Titanfall, that wall running and bouncing from side to side, that was the greatest thing I've ever seen as far as traversal in a first-person game. So for me to not have that, I'm going to feel away. Now, I get their logic behind it. These guys are not pilots. This is just the universe. Cool. I get it. I'm just saying it would have been, in my opinion, the greatest battle royal ever if they did that.
You know what I've really enjoyed?
Game.
Mm-hmm. I think that you have to thank Apex Legends for Titanfall 3 now because this game came out.
We're going to get to that. I know where you're going. You're going to get to that. Listen, at the end of the day, I'm going to give credit what credit's due. My peoples at Respawn, they nailed it. They killed it. It's just like King said. It's like Overwatch and Fortnite had a baby. You know what I'm saying? Because you got the squad aspect. You know what I'm saying? You got the easy to play, you know what I'm saying? And then they got the whole voice chat system, all that is next level. And a splash of a little Titanfall lore. It's just not for me. Like, I'm not going to be rocking this, but I know y'all loving it. I know y'all going to get it in. Now, let's get to Attic, what Attic is talking about, which is the future of Titanfall. So, Attic, I'm going to give it to you. You're basically saying that because of Apex,
I feel like
we're going to get a Titanfall game. That's where you're going.
I feel like if this game wouldn't have came out, I feel like if this game would have flopped, they would have after the Star Wars game, they might have just shut the whole studio down. Like because Titanfall 2 did so bad, I feel like because of this game and how well it's doing, Epic's EA is gonna be okay. They just made us a lot of money. Just let them make the damn game.
That's what I thought when I first heard about this game. I said, okay, this is how they justify making Titanfall 3. With a campaign and everything, they're gonna make boatloads of money with this game, and then EA can't look at them and say, "Okay, well, we're not making enough money. We can't afford to give you Titanfall 3 the way you would want to make it." So I'm thinking this is what's gonna make this is the moneymaker. This is the moneymaker, so you can make the other games that you actually want to make. That's what I think.
I think.
Well, Vance came out and said
what Titanfall 3 becomes.
Don't say that.
Yeah,
Vance came out and said that there's going to be news on Titanfall in the future.
They're going to have Titanfall something at the end of this year or later.
Have a battle royale with Titanfall.
I don't think that.
And remember, I said it.
Then they're decapitalizing their own games.
It's 98 that I said it. I want y'all to remember that. All right, so that y'all can go back and say I'm the prophet.
I think that what we could see is we could see some of these characters go into Titanfall 3 too.
Must we?
No, yeah. I don't think so. I think they stay separate.
Well, they're building up the universe for a reason.
Yeah, but I also feel that being that you don't have no Titans, you don't have no wall running, you're gonna get that when you get the battle royale for Titanfall. Listen, EA is at a point right now where they're trying to get the engagement level up. See, right now the industry has turned. See, Cognito doesn't like the fact that
mumble rap
is turning into mumble rap, right? But he's missing the actual reason behind the whole mumble rap. It's engagement.
Absolutely. No, you're right. You're right. Absolutely.
Right. So
they're gonna make more money with you in there every day and you find these skins and you do absolutely. I understand. I understand the game. To me, that's why I said this is mumble rap. I understand why you saying nothing over a hot beat. You know what I'm saying? That everybody's doing it. I understand why. It don't mean I like to like it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I like bars. I like bars.
Yeah, but see, you're gonna get those bars with the that's and I think you're missing it. Right? Because they're spitting them lyrics in this game. When you pick up the gun, see, my whole thing was what it's gonna feel like, because I played the Call of Duty and it was duty, right? So I was just like, the guns didn't feel right. It felt like Call of Duty. It felt like light. The guns felt light. It didn't have that gravitas to it. When I shot these guns, I said, "Whoa, wait a second!" I took a step back, and I went down the line to every gun, and every gun felt different. So it gave it gravitas to that. Then I started looking at the charm of the game, and when Sovereign did say the mantling up, because I thought I couldn't make that jump, and I made it. I said, "Oh, okay." So
those mumble rap beats be hot though.
Cog is fronting on them right now, like this is not the way.
It would be different. It would be different.
Music.
It would be different if they came in. It would be different if they came in. See, a lot of battle royals feel like they sort of pigeonhole their game into a battle royal. It's obvious from Apex Legends that they built it from the ground up, looking at what makes Titanfall strong, parts of it, not everything, right? And then how they can adjust that to the battle royale genre. Like it's not pigeonholed at all, and you can see that by like the improvements they've made to things like the pinging and stuff like that. And the way the movement works in the game, it feels like a polished product like no other battle royal.
It's like they have
it's free though.
It's like they had like 10 people in a room, and they're like, okay, what does PUBG, Fortnite do good? Okay, let's put them all on a piece of paper. What's good ways to improve that kind of formula? Put them all on another piece of paper. What does Titanfall do well? Put all that in a piece of paper. It's like, now let's put all three of the papers together.
No, anybody gonna do it.
Didn't it feel like when you downloaded this free game, like you was looking around like you stole something?
Like you got away from it.
Right. And then when you downloaded Anthem, you look like this thing.
Let's see that. Say that.
Reverse though. I think it was reverse. I think you need to pay for Apex and get that joint for free.
I'm still very on my. I believe that they dropped Apex to get all that heat that was.
Yeah, they was getting bombarded with the bad news.
I mean, but again, they couldn't plan for that, right? The game had to be ready. If it wasn't ready, it would still be.
This was sudden. Like,
let's talk about that. Let's talk about that, because that's my issue. Me and Kai Batu been going at it. Me and Dizzy been going at everybody.
My phone yesterday. Y'all was phone yesterday.
Listen, here's the thing.
Get a room.
Let's talk some controversy. Let's talk about that. My beloved Titanfall, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? But I don't rest in peace. But and some Jason Schrier reporting, because Monday the 4th? That's when we got Apex Legends was first announced at the press event, right? So then your boy, the producer from Respawn, came out. He told Eurogamer, he said, the world thinks we're making Titanfall, and we're not. This is what we're making. So it's like, we're going to try and convince a skeptical audience. So that's why they kind of like stealth dropped it. You know what I'm saying? So this way, there's no marketing plan. You just jump in and let them play. I respect that. You know what I'm saying? So people don't get a chance to like tear it apart. Because let's be honest, once people hear EA, it's a tendency to try to go in. So the only thing is, it's like, okay, it was a surprise that they saying that they dropped Titanfall 3. I mean, it wasn't happening because we know Schrier, shout out to Jason Schrier, we know Jez Gordon. They had reported already that Titanfall 3 been in development since fall of 2017. So at that time, everybody was like, what you mean you wasn't making Titanfall? You know what I'm saying? Like it was just a surprise. So that was when my side eye was in. I was like, okay, because multiple sources had reported. So then coming out saying it ain't make no sense to me. So all right, cool. And regardless of how you feel, Jason Schrier be on point with his reporting. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So then we fast forward now, was it Tuesday, February 5th? And then we got the EA earnings call, right? And all of a sudden, narrative switches. My boy Vincent Pella come out. He make a tweet. Apex was all our idea. This had nothing to do with EA. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm like, all right. And then he shouts out. And then, I want to shout out Game Informer. Because again, on that same earnings call, your boy, what's our boy that we met, Attic, Andrew Wilson from the CEO of EA at when we met him at the EA Play. He comes out and he's like, "Oh no, there's gonna be one more Titanfall game coming out this year, you know, and it's not a traditional Titanfall game." And like all of a sudden, like then it's like, oh, it's gonna be a premium game launched this year, new twist on the Titanfall universe, more to come later. So again, King, all this. What we used to call it, the Quana. This the Quana. So here's the thing. All this sounds suspect to me, and this is why. Like, there's no doubt in my mind, this confirmed by many legal, shout out to Hogue, many financial gaming experts, that the timing of this release is another example of EA trying to force this in conjunction with their fiscal calendar year. You know what I'm saying? Because right at the earnings call, here come the release date. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like last time to me. Like they stacking, like the same way they stack Battlefield and Titanfall 2, they stacking again. Now, I get it from a financial.
I know what you're gonna say. They choke their own games out.
Yeah, I get it. The short-term financial gain, because you want to put it in your fiscal year, I get it. You're gonna make that bread. But we seen what happened to Titanfall long term. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's just a bad move. Okay, King. I mean, one more last point, because I got to get this off. Like, here's the thing, my final point. So, like, it's a huge mistake to launch Apex this close to Anthem. Apex is a monster right now. They got 10 million, 3 days.
Tell you something.
I think they just gave 10 million reasons not to buy. 10 million people.
Listen, let me tell you something.
I got a lot to say. I got more to say on this.
The Anthem thing is, and I'm gonna have to hit this on you guys out there. You guys out there that's sitting there talking about is the hottest, greatest, most sliced bread crap. It's a lot of you guys out there yelling that stuff from the rooftops. And I'm thinking it's coming from a different place. I'm thinking it's coming from a place of Destiny is too far ahead for you, so you can't jump aside Destiny to get that done. And or you felt soured or you felt turned off by something. And I think the intentions is wrong, right? So they see it. And this is going to go into demo versus demo, but they saw the reaction of it. Is it too volatile of a reaction? So when you're looking at Apex being dropped, Apex is being dropped to put that fire out because they knew
that is a negative fire. You should.
I know. I'm on them with that. Like,
I'll let y'all go on y'all Anthem.
But they had this heat rock in the back, and to get that earnings, this is your point too. To get those earnings up, they're gonna have to get these engagements in, right? And if they looked at something and it's taking a negative hit, you said it's a 10% loss. Maybe they saw people canceling their pre-orders, right? Shout out to Kid Smooth. So when you start looking at people canceling pre-orders, you're saying, okay, yo, listen, fire it off. They fire off Apex without no marketing, without anything, and it hits, and it's a smash.
It's a smash.
I think that what happened, obviously I will never know this, but I think they're like, okay, like we're getting destroyed in the media right now. None of the beta was a disaster, regardless how you want to put it, regardless of the gameplay. Some people wouldn't even get to play the closed one. I feel like they're like, what can we do to make the conversation not about Anthem? Is Apex ready?
All right, they could say that. They could say if Apex is ready. But the thing is, we got to admit, like this, Apex been in development. It just can't just pop up the game. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Let me just finish my point.
It could have been done months ago, and they were just waiting for Anthem to be done.
Yeah, but they probably put the premium game in front of the audience, and they was betting heavy on this premium game. Everybody,
look, it worked. Have we heard about Anthem since this came out?
No. But here's my point. Exactly. Like
once Digital Foundry did that thing on them, you know how Digital Foundry is molding the just generation.
Right. Absolutely. Here's the thing. Apex is a monster right now. 10 million users in 3 days. Like the success even got, Fortnite a little shook. You know what I'm saying? Because they pulling up. But here's the thing. Like, regardless of my feeling about not liking a game with free to play or whatever, it's a phenomenon. It doesn't bode well for Anthem releasing in 2 weeks on the 22nd. I'm not saying
I don't think it was boding well for Anthem being released in 2 weeks either.
Look, I'm not saying Anthem gonna flop like Titanfall 2. You know what I'm saying? But it definitely had the potential. This thing had the potential to be something big as Fortnite. And then here's the thing that everybody forgetting. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, the elephant in the room. Battlefield 5 has a battle royale supposed to drop in March.
Mhm.
A DLC Firestorm. Who's copping Firestorm in here now?
And then Andrew Wilson came out and said that he felt that the game didn't do as well as it could have because the battle royale wasn't ready.
Exactly.
I feel like
this is they just threw Battlefield in the bushes. Like they just crapped on their own release window. They put it too close to Anthem. Battlefield 5 is a dub now. Nobody's paying for that. With Apex is free.
Yo, you know dudes is on the line with this, right? You know that, right? You know CEOs and dudes in the boardroom, they was on line with this, and EA had to put the fire out. I mean,
they're looking at it from a standpoint. They're looking from a standpoint, okay, if I don't fix this hole in the ship, I lose my job. I don't care about one game. I don't want to lose my job.
And this has been the problem with EA for a minute already.
They have to give people $15 million sign-up bonuses to take a job there.
There's been too much seepage of the boardroom into the development room. And this is just what's been happening with them for a long time.
And games that Respawn's like, you ain't messing with my shit. Like,
listen, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Battlefield 5's in the bushes, Anthem's too close. And then back to the Titanfall thing. What does this mean? We getting a new twist and spin on the Titanfall.
You ain't gonna like my answer.
It's gonna be something monetized.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
That's gonna like my answer.
Premium. Man. It's gonna be a premium experience. This is not free to play. Like so.
Look, at the end of the day, I love Titanfall. I enjoyed Titanfall 1. I enjoyed 2 a little less than 1, but I enjoy Apex way better than the other 2. Yeah. To be completely honest with you, if I choose between Titanfall 3 and Apex, I pick Apex every time. I'm sorry.
Yeah, shout out to Forte. He said he I did already pay for Anthem on PC. I would have not purchased the game. Apex is giving me the refresher I need from Destiny 2, Battlefield 5, Firestorm Battle Royale. He's saying it's coming out in May. Regardless to if it's coming out in March, if it's coming out in May, if you got the hottest Battle Royale out in the street that's free to play, it's under your banner, no one's buying that paid DLC of a Battle Royale. They just killed.
They killed Battlefield a long time ago before Apex ever came out.
I thought Battlefield missed this opportunity when they should have waited. They should have let the game cook, right? Mm-hmm. They should have, instead of chasing Call of Duty, don't stop chasing them.
Yep.
All right, and put the game out with that mode, with the Battle Royale mode, because it still seems like you're chasing Call of Duty. Call of Duty already has that blackout mode, all right, and these guys is loyal to that Call of Duty stuff. They're gonna be there. They're gonna get that stuff done. They said we're gonna throw the single player in the bushes. You gambled on single player and you lost. So now you back at it again. You're back at second place again. And I understand EA's point of view when the stock holdings and everything starts to drop, and then you start to see the percentage and you check in the water, and Anthem is taking a dip. Once Digital Foundry put the fact page out on your head, you start seeing dudes like, decline start coming out. So you have to drop Anthem. Apex.
Do they want to lose a small amount of money from the development and equal out to the cost, or do they want to lose quadruple that from their stocks lowering to the point where they can't even get investors in their company because all their games are bombing? Like,
it's desperation. What it comes down to now is what Titanfall we actually getting. To me, this whole thing still feel knee jerk to me because the gaming community. Let's be real. When we first heard the first day that they weren't making a Titanfall, everybody was tight. You had what's his face from the Video Games Award, Jeff Keighley. Matt was like resting. Yeah, like a lot of people. So
after playing it, I don't care anymore.
I think at some point we get a Titanfall with a single player campaign and with a really robust multiplayer. At some point, I'm not mad that we're not getting it now. Like if we were to get a Titanfall now, we're talking about 3 games in the span of one generation.
But they said it. They've given us time.
Super chat.
Hold on, we got a super chat. We got to stop. Shout out to Ran L. Oh man, wow! With the super chat, 23 supporting the mission of Iron Lords. Thrive. Hashtag greatness. Thank you, sir. Oh, much appreciated. Much love, Ran L. Man, thank you for the $23 super chat. Wow, this
definitely.
Thank you so much. Yeah, listen, man. I just you know what it is, man. I just want Titanfall to get a fair shake, bro.
No, and that's the thing. Like it's always felt like Respawn has been the fall guy in the middle of all.
To be honest with you, Like, I do think we'll see a Titanfall, but not anytime soon.
And that's fine by me because you know what? They need to switch that engine up. Like,
I think Respawn.
I gotta call fraud on LordCognito.
Rest in peace to the king.
I gotta.
I think let me
give my game enough time to shine.
Let me say something real quick, King, before you
Yeah, go ahead.
throw him. Okay. I think Respawn has just became like their golden goose, and I think that unless someone else makes Titanfall 3. EA is gonna be like, no, Apex is making bank. It's our golden goose. You ain't making Titanfall right now.
Soft said the boardroom has taken over the development.
Well, you know how that goes. I mean, that's how EA goes. And we already know they're conglomerate and they move in that fashion.
For me, selfishly, I want a new engine for Titanfall.
You finished that Titanfall 2?
Now I'm at the end though.
Okay, all right. So shout out to you.
Ain't no fraud.
Did you finish? Did you finish? No, I didn't.
Hey, I'm gonna put you both in the fraud stick because
you don't see me out here screaming bloody murder in these streets. Murder. It was for Titanfall.
How much time did you even put in Titanfall, LordCognito?
I'm not mad for him.
He said he at the end though. He said he at the end. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the did out. I don't want to boot up my game and then me and you get to the same spot and we looking at each other like, yeah.
Listen, what y'all say, y'all can't front. Titanfall changed the game, y'all.
Yeah, it did. Apex changed it in a better direction.
Not away from Apex.
You're amazing them. They go for Battle Royale. The game's over. Battle Royale time.
What I'm saying is just don't put my game out with a bad release schedule again. Don't put it next to Call of Duty. Don't put it next to Battlefield. Give my game. If you're gonna put it out, put it
okay, but
on like next generation.
I think with Apex coming out and it's broadened the horizon and a lot more people have played this game, I think your game will actually get a lot more people willing to try it because they made Apex.
They're gonna make Titanfall great again.
Make Titanfall great again, y'all.
Put it in Battle Royale mode.
Make Titanfall so great, LordCognito finishes the campaign.
Exactly.
It's not gonna be no campaign. It's just gonna be Battle Royale mode.
Shout out the game
Take all the time you want with Titanfall. I want
campaign he's ever played. Salute, my man.
It's amazing. It's amazing single player campaign. Look, I don't see any reason why they're not using Frostbite. They need to use Frostbite. Its source engine has not been updated in I don't know how long.
It looks damn good.
It does. Give me Frostbite.
Damn good. Listen, to hell with that Frostbite, because you know what? The Frostbite,
I think a lot of developers
have engine feel like paper mache sometimes. Like a lot of stuff don't feel real. Like when you're looking at things that don't look, the money looking funny in the light. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
they look shiny. They look a little shiny. That's true.
Not looking good out there.
Carried over.
Not at all.
Titanfall to Apex is like when you get killed, chances are it was your stupidity, not the game itself. Like when I get killed, I'm like, yo, I missed those couple of shots. That's all me. It wasn't that like because the one thing that we didn't really, give props to when it comes to Apex is the game runs like it's one of the best running battle royale on the market.
Listen,
so
once Respawn put their name on some, those are my peoples.
5 mics in the source.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not hating. Listen, I understand what y'all talking about.
Definitely hating.
No, I'm just hating on I'm not hating on that game to not be successful. That's all.
No, please.
Yo, you almost didn't even watch the reveal trailer.
You won't hear none of this.
I went to go cry in the car. I tweeted, I'm going to cry in the car right now because they done killed my game. I tweeted that.
Listen, he don't want to hear nothing you talking about. All right, because the game that he was looking forward is in the bushes for right now. He said, and is a direct culprit, is a person that he could point the finger at, and he's like, that dude did it, and he's hot.
King,
he don't like the balls.
Here's the thing. King, that's like they take your favorite joint, right?
Yeah.
And then they throw it in the bushes and put 2 genres of games you despise.
Like, but it's not a bushes game.
How I feel about phenomenal, right? Y'all know how I
That's the problem. If it would have came out and flopped, he could have said, "See,
I'd have been like,
"See, Titanfall," but he can't. He got to hold it.
He's upset. Like that's what it is. He's like, "Look, man, this game's successful, and I can't say you should have made Titanfall."
Yo, listen, Addict, listen. This game is gonna directly change Titanfall.
It better not. Oh, it better not.
Battle
And
Royale.
I was out there with the tiki torch. I was the tiki torch dude.
Yo, get your torches out. Get the khakis out. Get the torches out.
Look.
Joint, son.
We need to get that shield that's in your background. You need to get one that's on a shield. You need to get you a fire torch. You need to go to EA's headquarters and say, hey, that's not my. You need to get shirts that say hashtag not my Titanfall. There you go, man.
We'll put a Titanfall shirt right there every week. And the rest of
It don't matter what you do to that shirt. Get your Battle Royale.
Listen, never forget the creator, man. Never forget.
Yeah, that's nice. Battle Royale, son.
Yeah, that's all I got. Let's move on. Yo, Lord King, what do we got in the demo and beta department?
Bro. All right, so check it out, right? A couple of weeks before, we got 2 demos. It's like Anthem, and these dudes was talking all this hot mess and couldn't log in. Right, so you have people out here frauding.
You saying they're having performance issues?
It came with a pill. So they had to re-up. I'm not gonna front the remix of the demo. Please listen to my demo. They had to come out with the remix. So you played it and you got in there, and it still was that disengagement, that separation. The game suffers from performance issues. You see it is a red herring in the room. You understand it. Then along come a spider. And I told you dudes last year that I don't know where Anthem fits, but Division 2 said confidently, yo, throw that beta out. And when the beta hit the streets, it was felt. It was like the most concise step 2 to a game. And what I'm saying is how to do a beta. Right? Do you do a beta where you're not sure of your game, or you do a beta where you're confident with your game? And I'm looking at the tale of 2 betas, and I want to understand where one went wrong and one went right, and what was wrong with one and what was right with the other. I want to know your opinions on it, because I know everybody in here got a chance to play both betas, and I want to know where y'all stand.
I didn't play Anthem though.
No doubt. Oh, you playing? All right, cool. Let's get Addict in it. K-Mega, what up, baby, in the chat? What's going on, man?
What's going on, K-Mag?
No doubt.
All right, so I played Anthem, loading screen simulator.
Oh.
Then, frame rate simulator. PowerPoint extraordinaire.
Yo, Addict, you was playing it on a what system was you playing it on?
Addict.
See, you guys be acting like putting me on the blast for that. Like,
no. I want to know why.
Okay, we got to do this. Okay, what format was you playing it on, Addict?
Yeah, no, because you are the everyman, right? So this is what I'm talking about. You the blue chipper. You are the everyman. You lead the pack. All right. So I want to know from your perspective, how did it flow for you?
I told you it was the PowerPoint extraordinaire. It was the loading simulator. Like, this game ran horribly. Like, right. And then people be acting like I'm lying about this stuff. It didn't run like that. I'm like, what game did you play? Because it wasn't the one I played.
So did you like how you was running around flying in the air with the what's those avatars? What they call those dudes? The
javelins.
Oh, javelins. I thought they call them junkies.
I'm gonna have to ask you to step back, not even knowing the name for them. Okay,
bro. I don't like something.
You need to look. I haven't bought my blue fraud alert, but you need to like that red one for that.
Bruh.
It's a good game. It's gonna have its place. People are gonna love it, but it's not for me. It's not for me.
Okay, so why is it not for you? Break it down. Why?
Because I don't like the way they do in the end game. But the stuff I have issues with it isn't in the beta. So do I really bring that up? Like,
no, I mean you could touch. We're gonna touch on. I guess the King's topic is Anthem's beta. I mean, Anthem demo versus Division.
Okay, I do think that, there's a demographic of people that like playing games for long amounts of times, period amounts of times. I do think that the Division, Destiny, Anthem, all these games, Diablo, they go after this amount of people. I think that Anthem and Diablo are in a corner. And right now, up until the Division 2, the Division wasn't even in a corner. It was just sitting there, eating its Doritos, looking around, watching everyone else have fun. But you know, and now, you know, the Division 2 and Destiny are in its own quarter. It's like, this is how we're doing things. This is our standard. We have this end game content, and we rock it. And over Anthem, it's like, we just gonna make our stuff more bullet sponges. We're gonna make everyone have more health. We're gonna have them do more damage, and you're just gonna do this 3 different versions of Grandmaster, and that's their end game.
Yo,
what sounds more fun?
That Stitch 6, he says Division 2 is going to destroy Anthem. Taser Light, he said Division 2 sealed Anthem's fate. Yo, they going in, but
Division 2 is actually a better game. Like, and you guys know me. Have I ever really said anything positive about the Division 1?
Like, we've been Division 1 haters. Like,
you know what it was?
At the end of the day, they gave me the stuff that I wanted. They listened to the feedback. I don't know what it's like. BioWare didn't even look what was going on for 5 years.
But here's the thing. Like, what about the argument that they're not trying to being even in that same lane? Like, they're doing a Diablo PvE focus with what if it's this hot narrative story? Like, you're still not willing to give that a shot.
What you're telling me is Division 2 has a lane going up and Anthem got a lane going down.
For you personally don't appreciate the fact that it's just PvE focused. Obviously, we know how you feel about Rage. You have a great new video out right now, and you know, breaking this down. So that's your main. It's just not for you. But as far as the game, let's compare like what the subject is. This is beta versus demo.
For you know, my comeback for that would be it might not be for me, but apparently with the feedback that Ubisoft got with the Division, it wasn't for a lot of people because they put everything that I want in the Division 2 that wasn't in Division.
Right.
Yeah. So if it makes an entire a multi-million-dollar corporation bend to their knee, they bent the knee and they did what everyone wanted to. I think there's a trend there. Like, and then people are like, it's like Diablo. Diablo hasn't been around in 10 years. Like,
they've shown it. I mean, Ubisoft has shown it with all their other games, man. Look how they retooled Rainbow Six. Look how they've done with For Honor, a game that a lot of us thought was dead. And it's alive and well. This is their MO now. If they put out this type of game, they're really good at it. To me,
like, it's like they have a whole division that's like, okay, this game's gonna come out and it's gonna be hot garbage. They're like, we need you hire 20, go out there, get feedback, fix this game.
Yeah, like, I didn't play the Anthem, the demo. I can't speak to anything of the issues you guys had, but from what I heard, it wasn't great. But I mean, playing this Division demo, this Division beta, dude, it's like the perfect sequel. They took literally everything that people had a beef with, and to be fair, they've been working on for a long time because they kept working on Division 1. They kept improving Division 1. The Dark Zone and all that stuff they fixed, and it's just that people had moved on. But they fixed it all along, and everything that they fixed has now just jumped to Division 2. They're not making the mistake with Destiny 2. When Destiny 2 came out, they tried to fix things that weren't broken.
My thing is
this is the next logical step.
In Destiny 2, they told you to leave your stuff behind.
Right.
And in Division, it's not leave your stuff behind. It's everything that Division 1 did at the end of their content is carrying over to Division 2 with greater content.
That's what I gotta like about the Division, that I have to really put a light on Bungie over. I have a huge issue with Bungie trying to resell you stuff that they sold you in Destiny 1. They've been doing it the entire Destiny 2 life cycle. But you know, the Division, they're like, we're not going to make you, we're not going to use those as highlights for future DLC, which are all free.
No highlights to be used for this. Don't be. You're gonna stop this Destiny.
Well, okay, so hold up. Are they not? Did they not just relaunch the last work?
What exotics that Division got that they could even think about bringing back? They don't have any distinguishable exotics.
They do have
iconic things that people want. Don't be mad because the people.
Why did it take so? Why did they ended up bringing back the custom games in the Forsaken?
The custom games? What you mean?
Custom games in Destiny.
Okay, what do they got to do with this?
That's what I was saying. Is they keep bringing back stuff from Destiny. You want to resell you in Destiny.
People want it. People buying it. Clearly, right? That's what I'm saying. All I'm saying, we can't compare that specifically to Division because Division doesn't have those kind of iconic features to bring back. That's all I'm saying. Let's leave Destiny out of this, please. This is Anthem, Division. Continue.
Yeah, I understand.
Destiny
We
slander.
don't want to break it off, but see, what Attic is saying is, at that period of time, the only thing that Division was compared to was Destiny, and going up against Destiny. And I remember when For Honor came out, Attic was playing For Honor at the same time. I was trying to get him to play Division 1, and he stayed on that, and he did his thing on that. And I tried the For Honor. Both of these games were to most of the people were in the bushes, and they crawled out of the bushes to get an established base. For Honor just launched some content not too long ago, and I think they got some other content coming. And Division 2 came back with a vengeance. Like when they show you the end game, what everybody was complaining about before that they didn't have, and this is the difference between that beta versus the demo. Division 2 allows you to touch the end game right now.
Mm-hmm.
You can actually go in there and touch it. That dark zone is available to touch. It's certain things isn't sectioned off and made just for performance purposes. You understand? Like with Anthem, they say, well, what we're giving you is not going to be indicative of the final game. So why are you giving me this? Why are you allowing me to sample your wares where this is not what I'm taking home when I decide to buy?
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, you're purchasing something in false pretenses because when I get it home, it may not be the donkey that I like.
Apparently, they redid how some of the mechanics work in Anthem for the final game now.
Yeah.
Listen,
Saw people raging about it on Twitter.
No, I get it. I mean, but I want to say something that Kai mentioned. I want to shed some light. Sometimes I think we as gamers be too hard, though. Like, it's hard to please gamers, man. You like if you put a demo tape down, you put a mixtape out, like dudes will rip your game.
Oh, no,
it's not even a finished product. Dudes will be like, "Oh, this is the worst thing."
For sure. Like there's a lot of hyperbole going on.
But at the end of the day, I've always said if you make a good game, people are going to praise you.
Yeah, but it's so hard to please us though. I mean, let's be real. Like we've seen it all, and a lot of gamers are just like, yo, if you have any type of flaw in your situation,
yeah, I mean,
but Anthem's got plenty of flaws.
listen, I'm gonna jump in. I mean, the thing is, with the positives, with King's, look, it worked. Division 2, it worked. I was able to jump in, you know what I'm saying, at launch. The lack of the loading screens, base, the open world's beautiful, seamless co-op, the 4K
problems too, though.
No, I'm gonna get to the negatives. Definitely. 4K HDR is beautiful. The DC streets, they're wide, they're dense, they feel living. They got these great random NPC events, the field of view, the huge draw distances.
I think at the end of the day, Anthem is for more of the Diablo fans,
right?
And the Division's for more like Destiny
Did you get a chance
fans.
to get the loot though?
The loot for what, Anthem?
Anthem. Did you get a chance to get the loot?
I got a little bit of loot, but it wasn't a lot.
So what do you keep talking about? See, this is the stuff that Diablo talk. This is the problem right there. Like, first of all, Diablo drops the loot on the floor. You check it out right there.
Yeah,
it does. You don't get this until the end of the mission.
And when you get to the house, you can check it out. Like, why?
Why it gotta be when you get to the house?
That is true. He's got a point there.
Is my book bag closed and I can't play with my stuff right now? I'm gonna play with my stuff right now.
And on Anthem, it locks your loadout, so you can't even change stuff.
Like when you get to the house, you play with your toys. Like you
I had to give him that. Like I had to give him that.
The game is holding you down. It holds itself back. Who the hell plays a looter shooter, picks up a gun, and you can't use it as soon as you get it? Yo, get your behind back to the house, and then you can try it out in the bushes. And no, man, the game is garbage, man. Like it's what it is.
But y'all can't be saying the game garbage.
You can't call yourself Diablo, and you can't do Diablo things.
Look, man, I've said it, man. When it comes to the Division versus Anthem, Anthem, it's in the bushes. I'd rather eat rocks.
I'm with Dilapa.
He said I'd rather eat rocks.
He said it's squad focused. He said actually like here's the thing, y'all can't front. Anthem is doing stuff that both Destiny and ain't doing.
Cool, you can fly like Iron Man.
You get your jetpack overheat. What the hell, man?
You can fly for 15 seconds and have to wait.
There's a game out there called Ace Combat. You can fly around without overheating.
But here's the thing that they do well.
I gotta see that fraud alert.
Y'all hate.
What they do well. The enemies disappear after you kill them. Get the hell out of here. I'm so sick and tired. Yo, what?
Got this advanced javelin suit and he throws grenades and specials, please.
I'm not scared. Y'all go too hard.
What the game is. Y'all sitting there, but it's the newest, hottest, latest dope. I'm going to tell you right now, I was flying in the sky. It don't look nothing like what they showed at E3. Nothing. Did you put the expose out on them dudes? They frauding and lauding out here. Stop it, man. Stop it.
They still got that team-based combat. They still got, like I said, the combos. Every class is different. You know what I'm saying?
Cog. So, okay, you said team-based. I'm glad you said that.
Yes.
You walk right into my trap. I had said that. Right? So you said team-based, right?
Did you set the trap up before the podcast?
I set it up. I set it up so nice because I wanted him to see this,
what'd you put on it to lure him in? A protein shake?
Yeah, you know how he love them protein shakes.
Yeah, we got the protein on that.
Y'all went in there, right? So let's say 2 of your fire team members went inside that room, and y'all got to progress to the next part. What happens with that other dude? You got to sit there and wait for him to show up, right? You can't go any further.
So you say as far as them holding you back? That's
it is not like any other game. Y'all right. It's broken in ways that other games have showed you. This is how we can do it. Like you actually playing in Destiny, and the dude could be someplace on the other part of the map, someplace else. Unless y'all go to space, that dude can go wherever the hell he want to go. In this game, y'all are waiting for the other dude to catch up, and they're sitting there. I'm seeing people sucking it. Oh, come on. Just fly down to the bottom. We're inside the dark cave. And he's like, but I can't find it. Where are y'all on the map?
I'll come get you.
And then you have one guy that got to come out. He got to load back out of the room to go get the guy who was actually at the door, who was loading in. He couldn't see you because y'all was already loaded into the instant. Trash. Hot garbage.
Imagine what it's like doing a raid. You get like half the damage done. It's like loading screen.
Anthem is doing stuff.
I was playing by myself.
Do it. Anthem is doing stuff the other two are not. Regardless of how y'all feel about it.
It is. Anthem is doing stuff that other people just don't do because they want fun in their game.
Anthem, the only thing that different
listen.
It's like Anthem took all the good stuff from its competition, and it's like, well, they took all the okay stuff, and so when it comes to the really good in-game content, they're like, yo, it's like Calvin came in there, but like, these raids over here hot, man, people love them. Yeah, but people love this game called Diablo that came out 10 years ago. Let's do it that way. Let's
do Diablo without allowing you to see what you got.
You gotta finish the mission to see what you put in that book bag 20 minutes ago.
He said, let's turn the game on top of his head. Let's put loading screens everywhere. It's like see that coming. Nobody gonna see
what it is. What it is low key. EA got that that statistic report back saying people they don't they don't have time to get on their phone, so let's put a bunch of loading screens to help them out.
EA said people love coffee breaks. Let's give them a coffee break.
Listen, at the end of the day, they're gonna have that narrative. We got to give it a chance. We still got that BioWare narrative. They got the unique styles. No other games doing that. I'm telling you, man. Y'all hating, but that's gonna
no other game is doing it.
Appeal to a group that likes that.
Stop running with that narrative. Nobody is doing it because it's not. It doesn't work. It's not good. It's not like they can't do it. Destiny could put loading screens everywhere if they wanted to, but they understood that for it to be fun, you have to be playing.
I think Bob just in the chat. Yo, E, I'm fighting a good fight for you, brother.
No, he's not fighting. He's losing. He actually needed you to yell it out. I want to know why I can't see my loot.
Next thing you know, he's going to start saying switch, and then Bontus is going to pop in.
I had to get him Bontus. No, but all jokes aside, listen, I get what y'all saying. I know why y'all have your issues with it. My only issue is obviously, the loading screen is definitely bad. Diablo is not for everyone, and the issue I do
agree with Diablo with that game, it's by itself.
Listen, at the end of the day, the main issue I got, and I think, like I said, you gotta watch Addict's video. Is my issue with them is this: the raising the difficulty to me, like that torment type level stuff in their stronghold is just making everything more bullet spongy. Now, people can say, oh, well, Division does the same thing, but Division actually has mechanics this year. Like if you look at that in-game faction,
they realized that didn't work.
Exactly.
So they fixed it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it felt like TTK was a lot faster.
But anyway, like I was saying, like, so I get it, but like besides, they gotta have mechanics. And right now, I don't know if the in-game loot is gonna
I like that.
Keep that.
You won't know about the loot till you get home. So I don't know why you keep talking about loot. You know, what if you do something and you don't get loot? So you actually did something, got home, opened the bag, it was nothing inside. Like, it's the worst Santa Claus. What if
imagine like going through a whole mission thinking you just got some hot stuff and you got a duplicate. It's like, what? Like, it will make you. I wonder if you have to beat the mission or you can just go back without beating the mission and undo it.
He said, I agree, Cognito. I don't want more sponge. No more sponge. People say hashtag not my loot. Hold
on. Oh, Fonz, I like that. I got to take that. Stop putting that chat. Chat, stop doing it. I got to copy and paste something, okay? they keep updating the chat. I can't grab it. There we go.
Anthem's going to be all right. The thing that's going to hurt Anthem is actually that Apex Legends. That's what I'm concerned about. But that's
Anthem. Her Anthem had no one else had to help that.
Moving along, because we're not going to agree on this one. So
BioWare heard Anthem.
Agree upon. You can't find out what your loot is, so we not going to talk about
it. The slander is ridiculous. Shout out LordSov. What is going on with the PlayStation 5, sir?
Ooh. So yeah, I know we hardly have any PlayStation news lately. So in a recent Reddit post, there's been a patent leak for the PlayStation 5. We don't know how true it is or not, but the patent leak apparently seems to indicate that the PS5 is aiming for backwards compatibility, and not just backwards compatibility for PS4, but across the entire spectrum of PlayStation titles. So, and from what I can glean from the little bit that they talk about the specifics of the patent, it plans to do it in much the same way that the Xbox does it with the Xbox One, and basically spoofing processors and convincing the current hardware that it's actually running old hardware. So it's interesting that that's kind of the only way it could be done, especially when you look at PS3 with how difficult that has been to emulate. So I want to know what you guys think about this, because for me, I'm happy. It's about time. All this talk about, that we don't want this, all the fighting back and forth between fanboys on both sides of the argument. I'm like, you know what? If you're a PlayStation fan and you were not for some sort of backwards compatibility, you're not a fan to me. To me, you just like the beef. You just like the fight with the Xbox heads. But for me, these things, back compat has always been about legacy and being able to have your legacy in one place and then being able to control the legacy, right? The narrative around their games and stuff like that. I think that's what Xbox is doing. I think that's what Nintendo's kind of starting to do. And I think that's what PlayStation should do.
Yeah, right. Nintendo ain't doing that. They want to sell that stuff to you again.
They want you to buy their game 40 times over. Every system.
And you know what's funny? I bought that game 40 times.
It is, over. But at least you know what it is. They're controlling the narrative, though.
So now they're controlling the narrative.
Man, your brainwash.
It's their legacy. Who else is doing it? It's them, right? They're gonna sell you 50 times.
All the teams.
Why is that a fraud alert? It's the same thing. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying who else is controlling Nintendo's fate but Nintendo?
You don't, man.
Who else?
I'm controlling Nintendo fate, but I'm not doing it. This year. I'm not doing it. Hashtag not my Nintendo. So
meanwhile, back to the PlayStation 5.
All right. To that PlayStation, we knew they were gonna copy. We knew they was gonna copy. Shout out to
wait. Nope. Where's my fraud?
Hello. Never happened. Never happened.
Never happened.
Listen, y'all didn't let me finish. Y'all didn't let me finish. You didn't let me finish. You didn't let me finish. You went in and you went.
Okay, then finish.
You popped early, and look at you now. Look at you now, you done popped early. All right, now.
Let's see how he turns this one around.
It's no how it turns around.
Let's get Street Magic together.
You're going to have to fight this one on your own.
When you hit the icon on your PlayStation to do back compat, that's going to be $29.95. So it ain't really gonna be no real back compat. They're gonna show you a way how they can sell you PlayStation Now all over again. It's gonna be PlayStation Now all over again. All right. So
at that time, it's gonna be called PlayStation. Then
it's gonna be PlayStation later. So don't listen. They already have back compat in a purchasing form. It's not gonna be free like how Microsoft is saying, yo, just you got it, you had that game, just throw it up in there, boom, bang. That's not how it's gonna go down. It's gonna be in a fashion that you won't have to pay. You're gonna have to pay to play.
So, what sources do you have?
I'm
just confused.
This is the fraud alert segment on King. He has vehemently said
I have
never gonna have back compat.
That Sony has never done anything for y'all for free. So don't ever think you've always paid for that.
So
always.
So you're saying, just so I clarify, your argument is the history of Sony has never done anything for free.
No history. That's right.
So when they let you, almost every generation they've let you play previous generations. That never happened.
Yo, you know what it is? You're gonna sit there and say, all right, they took that from you. I brought that PlayStation.
Okay.
I brought that PlayStation that was able to do that.
Where'd they put it?
To the dude? What happened to Tony who came 5 seconds later who brought the next PlayStation that couldn't do the back compat? He tried it. He tried to throw the disc inside. You know what they said? Go find that PlayStation that we discontinued.
Go find the Foreman grill.
You're not into that Foreman grill. You're not into that. Y'all don't play back compat. You're gonna do exactly what I said, and you're gonna like it. And you're like,
look, the only reason that I do kind of feel like that, they might not go that direction. Well, first off, people say back compat. If we've seen anything, it's not as easy as just turning on a switch. Every time Microsoft, they have to literally get permission from publishers to put it back on the system. They can't just openly, do it on their own will. I don't know. There's reasons that there's certain games that still not on back compat. There's reasons it took so long. It took how long for Call of Duties because they didn't want to drop the big Call of Duties when all the bad ones were going on. So they waited for a while. I do think they're going to have backwards compatibility. There's no way they don't. Because
and shout out to who that's Taser Delight. He said that the architecture was exotic. Yeah, true.
Yeah, of course.
They always do it all exotic, all like. What happens to that when that exoticness now? You see, that was so exotic that the next system couldn't do the last system. Right? So you have to wait 5 systems later to get the first system.
On the PS6, that's going to be the same architecture as the PS3. And on the PS6, you can play PS3 games. But the PS7, you can only play PS1 and PS4 games. But the PS8 can play all of them.
All right, so let's be clear. So this joint is a patent, right? This is a This is a patent. It doesn't necessarily mean it is.
People patent stuff all the time.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, I want to shout out one of our good friends to the realm, Lord John Linneman from Digital Foundry. He also confirms. He was actually going at it with some Xbox fans in reference to this. So look, there's no way Sony leaves one of the most dominant software runs of the generation with PS4 off the table. Like, to me, I'm curious about the patent though. In this regard, King, like they talking about backward compatibility from PS1 to PS4. Like,
you can't even get that together on that plug and play that they put out.
Right. So the key comes down to, first of all, I think that would be lit. Let's be real. Like, to have all that library would be great if they can do it, if that's true. But here's the question though, King. Yeah, exactly. Because here's my thing is, and I want to ask Solve and King this, if that's the case, what happens to Gaikai and PS now? Because I don't see them walking away from that. And we all know, remember we had J-Dub, we had shout out to Kratos, we had him on when the financial numbers came out, and PS Now is actually proven to be successful. So I can't see them walking away from that money.
I personally think that PS Now is going to carry over to PS5, and that's going to be their backwards compatibility. They're going to say, okay, you want to play old stuff? Give me this $20 a month.
That's what King is saying. The patent is saying that it's supposed to be on a hardware level, right? So I'll break it down.
Well, the thing about it is,
they might be building it into it to make the PS Now run better with the PS5.
This is, everybody's losing this, right? When you were getting over to your Xbox One, you knew the games was carrying over from your 360. All right. So you kept your disc, Right, you kept those games and hoping that this is the month that your game that you paid $60 for back in the days becomes backward compatible. And then when it did, you put it in and it ran better. You was like, oh my God, this is amazing. How many people still got PlayStation 2 games without having a PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 3?
Dreamcast guy. That's about all.
Yeah, but those are enthusiasts, right?
King mentioned something specific that's been specific to the Xbox, in particular the X, is the improvements to the games on the X and even the S. Like, there's no indication here that this is going to do that. This is just straight up, you can play them.
But here's the thing. You're completely right, Saul, and I'm glad you brought that. That's a good point, because the key with how X, shout out to Bill Stillwell, shout out to those guys, man, on the backpack team. The difference is these guys added Xbox One X enhancements, 4K, almost. They were in essential remasters on some level, right? So the key is, how is PlayStation going to handle it? Is this just going to be a straight 1-to-1? Because from what we see, based on this rumor and this patent, is basically they're trying to mimic the behavior of previous consoles using multiple processors. So it's going to trick PS5 is going to trick the software into running it on its original device.
All these systems essentially the same system, just with a little caveats here and there. And
PS3, the architecture was so different. That's why they weren't able to do from PS3 to PS4 so easy. Now, PS5, apparently, this is your boy, Mark Cerny, King. This is your boy. You know what I'm saying? He apparently, this is what the patent is supposed to do.
Mr. 12 teraflops, that guy.
I'm just saying, from PS1 to PS4.
If you do the math, actually, if you split it down in half in a single core, it actually, we could do 12 teraflops right now.
You out of control. You so petty. But listen, if it's to be true, it would be great. I would just be happy, honestly, with PS4 backward compatibility, just because of
Are we gonna have a bend the knee if they come out with backwards compatibility?
Yeah, I'm down with that. Listen, shout out. Listen, if and this is 98. I want y'all to see this, right? Because I'll put this to challenge to anybody that's on this panel right now. All right, you want your knees back? This is how you can get your knees back.
My knees to bend back. What you talking about?
In my damn closet.
In your closet. So technically, I won the list bet. You won the Spider-Man bet.
Hold on, what's the bending knee gonna be?
My bending knee is this: that Sony ain't doing it for free.
Ooh.
So they are doing it, but it would be
in no way, shape, or form. Not even like having your own.
Hold on. Let me.
Let's be detailed about this. So
if they do,
you're saying it's not hardware based. Nothing. You can't put your old disc in and none of that.
No, you're gonna put it in and it's gonna say $9.95. You put your disc in and it's gonna make you buy the game you already got again. Because they're gonna say, listen, right now we having problems with the checking and the safety.
Okay. I think this is mainly gonna be an us versus you thing.
That's good.
I don't know if I'm jumping in on this though.
I think I am.
He got me shooting a little bit. I ain't going front. Sony's been known sometimes.
They not eating the course. They ain't eating the course. Listen, they stocks just did a dip.
You know what?
I can't believe they're gonna charge you for a game you own already.
Hold on. I got. Guess what, King?
I'm taking it.
King. Guess what? I'm on King's side. We go grow up or shut up. Bend the knee or get off of this thing.
This is get down later. We doing the lay down stage.
Us versus you.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I can take that one, fam. I don't know.
Tell you right now, this is the dudes that if there's anybody in the game that can do it and will do it, you will put your disc in and it will say $4.95 what you own.
And then it's gonna have like a second option. If you want the pro edition, $9.99.
We may have to retreat.
You really retreat your cave?
So, man, Sony's been known, man, but still, that's harsh. Like that, you really have to hate your fan base.
Look at this, King. They running back to their caves.
Because here's the only thing.
But they're playing Anthem, so there's a loading screen before the cage.
Here's the caveat that I'm worried about. The reason why I can't take it is because they have Gaikai as an established entity, and they're making money off of streaming now. And then
that's the same thing, though. If they charge for that, King still wins.
No, but the patent says that they're going to do some type of hardware emulation to trick it. Like
I think if that does it, I think what's going to happen is it's going to be built into the PlayStation to help that service flourish.
How so though? How so? If Microsoft is doing it with like data centers and stuff like that to decrease latency,
I mean, Microsoft said that they were building, they were going to have some kind of hardware structure to help the xCloud function.
I don't know, man.
I think you guys just need to get in this.
I think listen, they've been doing it. All right, they have been doing it with PS Now, and PS Now isn't great. So how do they vastly improve PS Now?
PS Now ain't great.
It's doing well, but it's
over
doing well. No, it's doing well, but the service isn't great. Again, but I'm talking as someone.
They allow you to download now, Soft.
Huh?
They allow you to download the games if you don't want to.
PS4 games. Services is great.
Anything that was made natively.
I think it's PS2 games too.
Well, whatever, any PS2 games that got that got upgraded, so to speak, for the PS4, yeah, you can download as well.
Right.
So, but if you look at those games, if you look at like I think it was the GTAs, they got sort of remade, re-released for the PS4. It's not great. It's not an update. It's not the same thing as looking at a Xbox One X upgrade. So
we're not saying that. We're not saying that.
I know.
That's not a thing for that.
On bend the knee with kids.
The crazy thing is like they have both avenues. They have them both there, basically.
So are you down? Are you down? Or you going to just walk out the door?
I'll take that because I don't think they're going to charge you. I don't think I'll bend the knee if I lose. I don't got no problems.
You got to be on camera though.
Oh, that's fine.
You gotta do it on camera. I don't want none of this. I'm bending the knee, King. Look at me. And you in the shadow. I don't want none of that. And listen, I want full screen. You see how that box is over there? I want you like the box. I want to see you head to toe.
So you want him in a box? I'm confused.
Nah, I don't want him in the box. Pause. I want his knees on the ground. Pause. All right. So
now hold up. This specifically I don't want to hear any PS Now stuff. This is specifically to the point that if they have some sort of actual hardware back compat that you can't put your game in and play for free.
What's the stipulation? What's the stipulation?
I know the
stipulation is that they charge in any way.
No, that's too broad. That's too broad.
No, if they charge you in any form when you put
how is that too broad?
If they charge you in any form when you put your old game in there.
If you put your Spider-Man in and they say, time out, brother.
You ain't paid the $4.99 fee.
Wait a second, brother. This you ain't paid a fee to get.
And what's funny?
I'll take that.
D, if you hit the cancel button and the $4.99 fee just spits the disc out,
it's shredded.
All right,
it's not like a launcher.
You know
how the rules of this bet.
360s you eat the disc.
Here it is.
Eat this.
and then the screen pops up that says you have to go to your local GameStop and buy another copy.
Let's get the specific details of it. If all this is if PlayStation 5 comes out and there is backward compatibility, if you put your disc in or you try to access it just on a monetary level, if there's a cost, that's the bend the knee. What's the specific bend the knee?
If there is a cost to it, I bend the knee.
On any level.
On any level with hardware back compat. None of this PS Now stuff.
What if there's no hardware? Let me ask both of y'all. What if there's no hardware back compat? Right?
Yeah, he can.
Then how am I done? No. Here we go. Here we go.
How are you not done at that point?
You are done. If it's
not sitting here arguing hardware back compat, and then you want me to take a bet on a service they have already? Hell no. You talk about hardware back compat with a disc. That's it.
Sovereign. All right. You saying this patent is going to come to fruition. My joint is saying they just covering bases.
Well, exactly. So if I'm arguing A, how you arguing B?
They're doing that too. They're doing that too. They're not doing that too.
If there is hardware back compatibility,
I'm down with these knees. And then you ain't got to pay.
And
I'm telling you, it's gonna be in the box.
If there is hardware back compatibility,
box. Come in the box.
No PS Now.
$5.
Got you. I mean,
so wait. I'm confused. So I'll break it down. So if there's hardware back compatibility,
if you could put a disc in the PS5 that works on PS4 games for free, Sovereign wins. If you can't, D wins.
Yeah.
What if there's no hardware back
And
compatible?
his needs is mine.
Then there's no bet.
No, it's not. No, it's a,
See, that's what I knew. This
No,
no.
Sovereign. If they don't do it, then they're not doing it. Like,
yeah, then it's done.
If they don't do it, if they don't, but I'm not arguing whether they do it or not.
Okay.
You're arguing the details of it.
Your whole point of this is that there will be there, so you can't back out.
That's not my whole point of it. That's not my whole point of it.
Let's do this, yo.
He specifically brought up the money issue, and I said I don't believe that. If it's happening, I don't believe that. I never argue whether they're doing it or not. No.
If I'm not betting ifs,
No.
the system is coming out.
Uh-huh.
He's saying it's gonna be in the box. I'm telling you, okay, if it's in the box, they still gonna charge you. If it's not in the box, I don't believe it's going to ever come.
Right. So the bet is if there is hardware back compatibility. It's not whether they have it or they not. They don't.
I give you two knees. Because you got one knee on one side, you got another knee on the next. All right, I give you two knees. All right, check it out. One knee. They don't even put that shit in the box. Mm-hmm. The other knee is if it's in the box, they're gonna charge you.
All right, so I can have one knee up, one knee down.
Hold up. Are we starting to do? Hold up. Are we starting to do bets for individual knees now? Like,
that's me, right?
I gotta.
Do we just make this shit up as we go? Because
I'm confused. I'm still confused with this one. But all right, this is what y'all clear on your terms with hardware.
Yeah, one part of the bet is whether they have it or not. Period.
Right, that's one part. Okay.
The other part is if they do have it, that it's free.
It's gonna be a charge.
Yeah.
Okay, bet. So we got it. Y'all heard it here first. Bet the knee has returned for 2019 in the building.
Oh, knee is coming. I'm getting one of them knees.
The knees will have lotion. Will be Lubriderm sponsored.
Shout out to Lubriderm.
I'm ready. Go. Addict. Crackdown 3. What is going on, sir?
So they have a beta. All right. The beta has the wrecking zone.
Why are you so quiet?
Why is he whispering this?
Look. Okay, I'm sorry. They have a beta. The beta has wrecking zone. Has anyone here played that?
No.
Has anyone here seen gameplay of it?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
What's the thoughts? Is it Iron Lords approved or is it not Iron Lords?
I love it. I love the crazy dude.
Everyone besides King David.
I know. I love the crazy dude that they had with the fake enthusiasm playing the game. Like he was, his bag. I don't know.
Bringing it all down.
That dude. I don't know what bag they gave him, but I
give him another one.
He was buying a car after that because he was that damn happy. And that game, it wasn't all that, but it did what they said. It had full destructibility.
Listen, I think it's gonna be fine, but if we're gonna call a spade, we were just talking about how Anthem didn't look how it looked before. Let's go. Like that playable demo 4 years ago looks nothing like that.
Okay, so let's also
completely
say,
different.
Different. All right. First, that was a tech demo. That was one.
It was playable.
Okay, check it out.
Did they ever come out openly and say that was going to represent the final game?
They never said that.
No, but
what they was trying to do was sell their services to Microsoft, and they did that successfully.
Right.
Well, you'd show that behind closed doors, not like at a Gamescom.
So thirst that they was like, let's put that out there and give these dudes a thought.
Let's remember this is the Matrix era. Let's remember.
Right. So old boy was on one when he saw it. Cool, it's fine. You're gonna tell me that this game doesn't look better as far as all the lighting? How fast it's moving? Because that game was moving like 4 frames per second. When they were
stepping up right now. He said, y'all apologists for this game.
No, I'm not an apologist for the game. First of all, it's on Game Pass, so I'm going to be playing that game for free because I got Game Pass. So if you was asking me if I was going to buy that game, that was not going to happen.
Right, I'm glad you said that, kid. Let's get to that.
Get to it.
Here's the thing, and I've seen this narrative going on right now. And I'm honestly, I'm not coming for you. I'm just honestly asking you and the rest of the lords on the panel. like when we see a mediocre to average game that gets announced. I'm not saying that Crackdown is. I'm just saying in the past.
I am.
It's announced on Game Pass. Is it an excuse or a cop out if the game is on Game Pass and say, well, It's a Game Pass game anyway, so
give you
be
something.
excusing them for the level of quality that is.
I'm gonna give you something. They've never ever thought that Crackdown was a A1 game. And you know why they never thought it was an A1 game? Because when the game first came out, it came with the Halo demo.
Yes.
All right, so it pushed the game into a top tier level. That game was never a top tier game. That's some B class game that they had in the bushes.
But
so everybody's
okay, but how? So how do you have the argument that then all these years later you couldn't try to make it that?
That's what. What about the time and development? Because they held
they surrounding you, King.
No, look, listen, I want them to get all around me, so when I smash the floor, they all fall in.
He wants to Winston you off of.
Here's the thing, King. They took the time. They delayed this game multiple times, saying that the level of quality was not up to snuff. And here we are.
And at the end of the day, they just needed to get it to feel like Crackdown. So all that time, it just didn't feel like Crackdown. That was it.
It wasn't that. It was this. It was Donnie's problem. This is Donnie's fault.
Oh, it's the Donnie.
Oh man, I don't know, man.
Keep it 100.
Hold up. I'm just clarifying for the viewers. You're blaming this all on Don Matrick and none of it on Phil.
That's the fact. And let me tell you something what Phil did. Let me tell you something what Phil did. Phil saw the reception that the game got and said, yo, put it back in the cooker. Let that game get to something that's respectable so I can put it out, so I can put my name on this. Right now, live or die, Phil's going to have to own this one, right? Good or bad, Phil's going to have to own this one. But it's not scale bound. It's not canceled.
True.
So all you guys out there talking about, oh, you know, they should cancel the game. All right, fine, don't buy it. They canceled it for you. Right? Go out there, try the game, and then talk about it later. But it's in Game Pass. So if you don't have Game Pass, that's your damn problem. And if you don't feel like buying the game, don't buy the game. Just like a billion other games like Anthem, I'm not buying. I saw somebody in there saying that I'm not buying it. Unless you gifted me that game, I'm not buying it. And I'm gonna tell you this: you say, "Oh, Anthem look way better than Crackdown," but guess who's playing Crackdown day one? This kid is. You know why? Because Anthem should be inside Game Pass, and it's not. So, I load this. It don't got no loading screens when you're supposed to be having fun.
Disrespect is
yeah.
No, listen.
So just so I clarify, you're not buying Anthem day one.
Hell no.
Yeah, no. He brings Anthem into the argument to justify his.
Why are you getting good? That's what's happening.
But I'm going to be a multiplayer having fun, not the loading screen.
So the way that you're hating on this game, I would expect if, let's say, Anthem shows up in that EA Access vote, is it a cop then?
No.
So why would you?
What are you talking about?
Oh no, you just
EA Access vote?
Yeah.
Oh, I got EA Access. Hell yeah, it's free. Hell yeah.
But you call me the free king. Like so it's okay for me to get free stuff, but not you.
See, I'm paying for it. It's not really free. I'm paying for EA Access, and anything that fall in there is my copy.
But the Adrian Broner of gaming.
You can sit there and say whatever you want, Jonathan B. You gonna buy Anthem? You're gonna have that same face. You're gonna have the Jordan meme face, and then when you sell it back, I just want you to shout me out when you send it back to Microsoft. Buy it digitally so they can just give it back, so you don't have to worry about holding that dead body in your hand.
Yo, Sub, Def Singer said, I love podcast. I would need a Patreon tier to make King play Anthem with me.
Oh, boy. Yeah, he'll do it too.
It's there. When you gift it to me, I'll be there. When you gift it to me, I'll be there.
I want to say this last part on Crackdown. What about the whole Ryan McCaffrey situation? Because we know they dropped it. You know, they had the IGN kind of first on the multiplayer. Him and Dexter Gary, shout out to those two. And they weren't, I wouldn't say they like ripped it, but they were definitely not impressed.
They just said that it's an average game. They didn't really, like he said multiple times, I enjoy the game, but it's nothing outstanding.
Right. And then he said, you know, he made quotes like it's like a science project, you know, of all these different things. He felt the destruction was not impressive at all. It didn't have any weight. He said it felt like styrofoam when stuff was breaking.
I'm pretty sure.
The locking system, he had issues with that. So, you know, what do you say? Because right now there's a big thing going on in the community. We know IGN's been in the crossfire a lot lately. So, like, what do you say as far as, you know, is IGN being too hard on the game? Or are they being biased? Some people say they're not giving it a chance.
All they did was the only thing I have to say to Ryan McCaffrey It's in Game Pass.
It's cop out. It's in Game Pass.
It's in Game Pass.
To me, they're being honest about the game, especially like when I talk about the game was played. Destin Legary talked a long time ago about how he played that game.
Can we all be real here?
It's not the same.
Can we all be real? Who here expected like an 8, 9 out of 10 Crackdown?
Nobody. That's for.
But you had a lot of people that's sitting there trying to put a metric to it. Right. You have a lot of people talking about Microsoft games average a metric of 65 to 70.
Right.
So in that sense, I can hear y'all talking. All right. But when you guys get 100 games for $10 inside Game Pass or whatever service that you want to have, because Game Pass is coming to a system near you, understand that part. Did you hear what I just said? So when you look up on your PlayStation, you look up on your Switch, and Game Pass is rolling around, and then you can play Crackdown too, brother.
Shout out to Delapo. He said Game Pass should not be an excuse for mediocre content.
It's not an excuse for mediocre content. It's not. So don't act like it's not top flight games that's inside Game Pass. Okay. See, y'all overlooking.
Yeah, I mean, Forza Horizon just knocks that status quo.
At the end of the day, if you want if you want to buy this game, go buy it. If you don't buy it. Like that's literally as far as that goes.
Before you go, Attic, Philly Eagle, thank you, brother. The $5 super chat. Most people talking smack about Anthem. We playing it because it's gonna be fun.
Game of the year for you.
Later gamers, game of the year for me. Shout out to Philly Eagle. Philly, what's up? What's happening?
Buy his guns.
I'm gonna respect your $5, right? I'm gonna respect it, and I'm gonna respect your money. Because everything that we earn
but he's not going to respect your opinion. That's about to come out of his mouth.
I'm going to say this, right? I'm going to say this, Philly. After your 50th loading screen, and you got to figure out when you get back to the house, because you know when you're going to be talking with your friends in the headset, and they'll be like, what you got? What did the boss drop for you? Well, let's get back to the house. When you get sick and tired of that, let me know. And let me know if it's still your game of the year in the middle of the year.
Shout out to Philly Eagle, man. He respects everyone's opinion, man. Shout out to that. But yeah, that's all I got. I mean, I'm with everybody else. I mean, listen,
when it drops, I'm gonna have fun collecting orbs and getting brolic like I did in the first game. That's my favorite part of that game was. So I'm gonna be doing that, and I'm gonna be playing going back and forth between that and Metro on the same day. So I'm good. Like whatever.
Listen. It is what it is. It looks. I need to play. I still need to play it before I go in. I'm going to get in the technical test demo after the podcast. It actually starts now. So if you're part of the Xbox Inside program, you get part of the technical test of Crackdown. It's going on right now.
Oh, so, you want a chance to touch?
Yeah, I'm gonna get a chance to touch. I'm gonna give
you live so I can see you play it.
Possibly. We'll see.
Oh, okay. What are you doing? You playing it on PC or you're gonna? Right now, you're a PC guy.
Oh,
are you playing it on PC or are you going to be on that?
How you gotta do that voice though?
hey, it's play anywhere, so I really want to know.
Yeah, Cognito, you gonna play it on PC? You gonna play it on Xbox?
On your PC on your super rig?
You gonna play it with that i9?
Yo, y'all savage, y'all petty, y'all messy.
Yeah, we definitely petty. Yeah.
So listen, at the end of the day, I'm gonna test it out and see what it is. But yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, the initial, reports look kind of mediocre. So, it's one of those things. Yes, it's in Game Pass. I'm not excusing that it's in Game Pass that it needs to not be quality. I'm not gonna say that, but I'm willing to give it a shot. Shout out to Eric's Game and a couple people. They say they legitimately having fun with it. So it's one of those things. Until I play it, I can't really comment too much. But I don't want IGN to be getting all this work if they don't like it, and just being that they're bad journalists if they didn't like it. If it's average,
I don't understand. Like 1 minute they're shills, and 1 minute they're getting ripped for actually having an opinion on something.
It's their opinion, man.
Nowadays, you can't have an opinion.
You can't have an opinion, yeah. Especially
what I would like to know is if they really enjoyed the other ones.
Yeah.
No, listen.
McCaffrey's always said that he liked Crackdown 1. He's always said that.
Everybody always. This is the BS that goes with that right there. We all love Crackdown 1. 2 was a problem. Why? When you actually had to buy it, did it come with something? It came with a beta again in that, right? They've always shipped it with something. It never came standalone.
That is true.
So it's in Game Pass now. You know why? Because the dude can't stand up. His knees ain't all that good. Right? They acting like this dude was actually that big, strong. They put Terry Crews on the game. That's the problem. If the game was just gonna be released, it didn't have no super celebrity sponsor endorsed. It wasn't trying to make noise. It's making noise with no substance. Now, hopefully, the multiplayer has some substance to it. I saw full destructibility. I don't care if they say it feel like paper mache. I don't give a damn. They said full destructibility. It's doing full destructibility. They did not say, oh, it's going to be full destructibility and it's going to have gravitas to it. No, they said full destructibility. They ain't say paper mache, but it's there. So
the thing is, when you look at old games that have had full destructibility in them, like Red Faction, like there's been crazy full destructibility years ago.
But
right?
Did you do multiplayer in Red Faction?
No.
Okay, then.
I realized
Battlefield was it? Battlefield 4 had the one remember with the big building. It was a canned event though.
Yeah,
right. When you blast into the wall and all that. Yeah.
They actually Battlefield and Crackdown actually have a lot in common when it comes to destructibility. It feels like everything's destructible, but like the foundation, like the poles that hold the buildings up.
Right.
Well, I can't wait to touch it. I can't wait to get my spiel on it. Do I think it's going to be a Spider-Man Game of the Year type of game? Hell to the no. It was never ever in that genre to me. But the fact that Phil didn't let it die, and Phil sat behind it and let it come forward. You know,
he birthed the situation.
What's disappointing to me, and I've said this about Crackdown from the jump, is just that they could have done so much more, like the powers and stuff like that. Footage that I've seen of the campaign seems like they've expanded on that stuff a little bit. Like I see, like you driving up the sides of buildings with the car now and crazy stuff. So I hope they did that, because for me, like, yeah, it's never been that tier 1 game, but in the time from the first game to now, they could have done a lot to expand on that formula, and it just feels like they didn't.
Okay, fair enough. I know, Attic, you're out of here, right? Because you got to run.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Right, bro,
I appreciate everyone for coming through. I'll see you guys next week. I'm gonna try.
I just gotta be clear, Attic, you're with me with Sovereign and his knees.
Yeah. So how we'll do it is I'll get one of his knees and you get the other.
We're gonna split the knees down the middle.
I'll get one.
I'm not liking this conversation.
I'm gonna keep one knee out here in Westchester. You keep one knee out there. We can display the knees together.
Peace, Attic. We'll finish. We do these rapid takes. I know you got to go. So rapid takes, rapid roundtable takes, because there was a lot of news this week. So Xbox Live to Switch. Briefly, we'll talk about that, and then some sad news: Activision / Blizzard employee layoff. So let's start with Lord Sob. What do you feel is going on? I mean, as far as the Xbox Live to Switch, how do you feel about that? And then also about the layoffs that's going on.
I think, that the Xbox Live to Switch is the beginnings of what Xbox wants to do, right? It's sort of be everywhere. And, obviously that doesn't mean that you're going to be seeing Xbox games on Switch and Android and stuff anytime soon in that form. But I think the fact that the guts of Xbox Live, the chat stuff, just the infrastructure stuff being on other platforms is huge. And it's the beginnings of how they're going to start pushing xCloud on everything and stuff like that. So to me, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. It's not, we're Halo's going to be on the Switch, but it's the beginnings of going down that road.
Okay. And what about the Activision Blizzard situation?
So you guys gotta go to King first, because I haven't really looked at the details of that. So is this speculation or this stuff that's happening?
It's happening. Apparently, Jason Schrier, they said that the employees that ready for brace themselves for massive layoffs could lose their jobs on Tuesday, potentially hundreds of employees. So,
again, if we go back to what we've talked about past couple of weeks about Activision Blizzard, it just feels like that was a marriage that was always destined to fail, because their approach to making games are so vastly different that those ideologies were always going to clash. And at some point, if the ideology of Blizzard didn't fall in line with Activision wanting to make money hand over fist on everything, something was going to give. And I think we're at that point. I think, if you look at the narrative with EA and all these other companies, that they're about products that are replayable, people can come back to and make money for them on a daily basis. And that was always going to be an issue. So it's sad. It's really sad if that's the beginnings of the crumbling of this. Although I hope Blizzard on its own, it's not going to be on its own, but I hope this kind of opens the door to maybe a divorce. But it's sad for all those people losing their jobs. It's really ridiculous.
It is, man. It definitely is. Let's get King on. King, your favorite console, the Nintendo Switch, getting Xbox Live.
It's gonna be my favorite console in a second. You know why? Because I figured out before that the Xbox Live was gonna get this behind on that joint. Now, nah, I don't think so. Because Nintendo don't like to. Nah. Phil said, "Open the door. We in here." Phil put his foot inside the door. Hey, Nintendo, smoothed up on you. Hey, shorty, let me holler at you a taste for a second. You heard me though? So actually, when Phil them put that foot in the door, you know what's next? Game Pass. Just sitting there talking about them games ain't gonna be on there, but them games will be on there soon. All right.
I can see that.
Yeah, I can see that too. I can really see that too.
And what about the whole Activision, the Blizzard, the layoffs, that whole bit? That
thing, I'm gonna take all the jokes out of it because people losing their jobs in this climate is not funny. But in a lighter note, you got Rare hiring up to 200 people for their development team. So it's the yin and yang is the balance of it. We already knew that those companies didn't mesh. It wasn't gonna be a good marriage. It seems like that with a lot with Activision. They don't take in account of the development teams that they're purchasing and seeing if it's a good fit with them. They try to shoehorn them in, and after a period of time, it just doesn't work. And I'm happy that Bungie is at a point where they can stand alone, and they didn't separate from that marriage with warts, might say, because when you separate from a situation, you have to lose employees because of something that's not their fault, because they started working at a company and that company got purchased by another company and that didn't work out, and now they are unemployed. They do have skills, they do have trades, the industry as well. So hopefully they can be picked up by the next round of systems needing development staff.
And to be fair, I think the industry does a really good job of banding together when stuff like this happens and trying to get people jobs.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I'm with you guys. I'll jump on that topic since we'll keep it to transition with the Blizzard thing. Yeah, it's sad. I mean, obviously, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I can't see Activision's books or anything like that. But I can't say for sure, that the CEO getting that crazy bonus is a direct correlation. But regardless of what, it just don't feel like a good look. You know what I'm saying? With the climate, what's going on at the top of the food chain over there and the bottom. And like you said, Saul, we just hope that these guys can bounce on their feet. I know immediately after the Bungie exit and divorce, there's a ton of people that were in, Activision that their whole job was to work on the PC side. And they kind of knew something was coming on their end, you know what I mean? And now you have even more stuff going on. So that type of stuff you never want to see. Shout out to those dudes. I mean, I definitely hope they land on their feet. As far as the Switch stuff, man, your boy Cog put you on first. I had an article, shout out to Dizzy, so on playbackgaming.net. Switch has been very open to new SDKs. I think Vivox was the first. They allowed voice chat and text messaging, and I believe Fortnite was the first to kind of utilize that, improve Lord King.
That it can be done.
No.
Some people were saying it can't be.
I'm not downing the Switch. See, a lot of people think that I hate on the Switch out of hate. No, remember, a lot of those amiibos got purchased because I was playing Zelda.
Right.
All right. What I asked for is original new content. This is what I asked for. Don't give me a Smash Brothers that's a remix of the other Smash Brothers. I don't want a comparison of a Wii U game to a new game. Just stop. Put out new content, and if it's good content, I'm going to purchase. I don't want new crapware. That's all.
I get where you're at. At the end of the day, I love this stuff, man, because we all knew the Achilles heel was that infrastructure, and to see, Phil and them push this initiative, with Xbox Live. I mean, I think that's fantastic. I want to see how the Xbox SDK is going to be implemented. Will the games be fully cross-play? Your achievement list. Like, I want a situation where if it's a cross-play game that's over there, like I can either continue where I left off, or I can still do, the progress, the achievements,
crazy.
That would be lit.
I've always wanted that, the cross-save, cross-play, man. If you can do that.
No, everybody's not really looking at the elephant in the room. Phil's holla game is crazy.
What you mean?
What you mean? Like, hey, big head. Like, his holla game is crazy. And I just can't wait to the day that when you can get a good Xbox Live experience on that PlayStation with the headset and you talking to people and everything is really going on really well, and there's no dropouts and stuff like that. I can't wait for that day, man. When Phil slide up in those DMs.
I don't think so. I don't think Sony's ready for that.
Nah,
no more on that level
they would need confirmation from Microsoft that they're getting out of the hardware business. That's the only way they would do that.
Hey, might be. You never know what happens later, baby.
We'll see. You know what I'm saying? But it's good to see. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them. You know, I want to see how this thing, gets to fruition. But that's all I got on the ILP rapid quick hits. Let's get out of here. New ILP poll for the week. With the surprise reveal and tremendous success of Apex Legends for Respawn and Electronic Arts, which EA franchise do you feel has the most to lose now based on this release? The choices are A, Anthem. Apex release date is too close and can affect momentum. B, Battlefield 5 Firestorm. Who's gonna buy this Battle Royale DLC now? C, Titanfall spin-off, and when will it release?
Wait, did you just do the Drake
spin-off? Or D, I don't care. Fortnite is finally thrown in the bushes.
I'm down. I'm gonna go with that.
That is the question.
Man, too good.
Please rock the ILP vote when it goes up on Twitter tomorrow. Lords of the Realm. Lord Addict had to go, but Lord Sov, where can the people find you? What do you have going on, sir?
Yeah, this week, man, guys, go out there and buy these games, man. Friday's a big gaming day, man. We have Crackdown, we have Metro Exodus, and we have that early access to Anthem. So go out and play the games you want to play, and that's it. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Go out there and play your games. So you can catch me on Twitter, LordSovILP, and BX Sovereign on PSN Xbox Live. And real quick, a big shout out to that one person who always comes in at the start of the show and downvotes us, because I gotta respect your gangster.
Respect his gangster.
Because he's loyal with it. Like, he comes in and he makes sure he downvotes.
You know right why he said he
every single week.
You know why he said he? Because we know exactly who you are. I know exactly who you are.
But I love everybody, man. So I respect the fact that you take the time to get here at 1 p.m. and downvote us. I appreciate that, man.
I respect your click game. Still shining though.
On the poll, they savage on Fortnite. That's crazy. Lord King, the premium gamer, his premium experience today. What can the fine people find you? Not playing Anthem.
All right. Well, all right. This is the first podcast I'm gonna get off, and I'm not gonna run upstairs to my best friend, Sir Benjamin Johnson. So this is, I was hoping that the podcast wouldn't end, to be honest with you. But you're gonna find me, as you can see, the table is set up right there. The table is set up right there, and that's where King of the Statues is gonna be. The turntables is gonna be there. I'm actually gonna have a black cloth on there. It's gonna be done up with the white gloves. You understand?
Hold on, you doing Mr.
Yo, listen,
Major Nelson it?
Yo, for certain statues, you gotta have them white gloves. You gotta really give that whole Vanna White feel to your jump over. You understand that mystical feel to it. You gotta, bring it all in. But I have over 40 new statues, and we're gonna go over the 30 statues that I do have that you actually can see. We're gonna go over those in depth and when they came out, the scale size, and I'm gonna tell you why not to buy these display cases and why to buy these display cases. And then we're going to get a room tour after we go through all the statues. And on that channel, we're going to talk about customs, because there's a lot of places that you can get custom statues. A lot of statues channels, they don't tell you about customs, and I will actually have links in there where guys, you can actually go get these and commission them where it's safe to place your money, and your stuff will actually show up. They will come from China, they will come from different places, but you will get your stuff, and you can be happy about your one-to-one scale of things. Also, Arcade King is coming. The intro is up, the music is up, and that you're gonna see that arcade machine is going to be right over here in this area. So back there, that room back there is my man cave. We're gonna do a deep dive into the man cave. But guys, we got a lot of content coming that's going to be at the website. It's going to be on YouTube. We're going to have links. We have Instagram. We have the Facebook. We have a whole lot of things popping for you guys. And also, just like Def Singer say, if you want me to play Anthem, gift it to me and I'll be there. But I'll definitely play because we do have Patreon things where Patreon members get served first. All right, so you get the first buffet meal at that table. You get the first hangout meal at that table. So Patreon dudes, you were first in line. We always respect your dollar. And I hope that you had a great show today because I definitely needed you guys this week.
Thanks, man. Shout out to King for making it, man. Definitely. Absolutely. I know you had a rough week, and the love we got, the laughs we get to share with you guys, man, and definitely helps our day as well. You have no idea the stuff we go through. So salute to the Lords of the Realm in the chat. Love y'all.
Real.
Jokes, everything was fun, positive energy. Love y'all, man. It was lit. Yeah, man. So you already know what it is. You know, hit that like notification gang. Make sure you get that notification gang up. You know what I'm saying? And you already know on the Iron Lord podcast channel. Links will be in the description. Lord Kaibatsu will have that audio up. You know, that SoundCloud, that YouTube, that Spotify, all that good stuff. Yo, also in the link, our Discord channel. It is popping. Please get in our Discord. Our Discord is off the chain.
If you don't at me, I don't hear you.
So please, man, get in that Discord. We got a lot we're talking about. Like I said, if you went to just specific games, or we have the channels for the games, we have channels for combat talk, we got channels for Marvel, DC Comics. I mean, people are getting some really intense discussions in there. So please check that out. That will be in the description as well. Shout out to the stream team right now. Lord PD is streaming right now. Division. Live. Get in there live if you want to see that Division 2. If you want to fence about it, go check that out. And also shout out to the entire stream team, Lady L Boogie, Lord Delapo, who is in the chat today. MJ is a boss. You know what I'm saying? And of course, the old school style himself, streaming each week, every week on Iron Lord, Twitch TV./Iron Lord podcast. And of course, Ebontis was in the chat today. Y'all already know. Last word number 48 is up with my Destiny brethren.
Yo, I got to give a shout out to Philly Eagle. He subbed today, and he put a super chat in today.
Word, facts.
That is crazy love, my brother.
Thank y'all, man. That means a lot. It definitely means a lot. Like I said, we got that going, and also I saw one in the last word. You know, again, we talking that Anthem, we talking that Division, that Destiny. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to y'all giving positive feedback to the graphic guard, man, for the art.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, was beautiful. Give me that little shadow dancer feel in the woods.
Yeah, I like that. The cheetah just looking at you.
You know what I'm saying? But that's all I got, Lords. Everyone enjoy your Sunday. Yes, Dizzy, big things are coming. Episode 100. You already know we're gonna keep that low right now. You know what I'm saying? 2 more episodes, y'all. We're gonna have some fun. Everybody enjoy their Sunday.
100.
All I got, man.
Peace. 100.